Shalom, bear with us.
Shalom.
Shalom, shalom. We should be good money.
Khan. Hey, shalom, shalom. Shalom lakam, which is peace unto you all. Anach nawahai bar shalai with the Hebrew Israelites. Coming to you week in and week out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, the Christian so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, and Israelite foreigners. Nachamatam Kaya, Kamalakat Hashemayim Kara, repent ye for the King of Heaven is at hand. First and foremost, before we get started, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Kafadash. By double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and rule well. Much respect to you, bros, that they're pushing the truth with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, so before we cut the camera on, me and Zaquan was pretty much going into how our salvation is pretty much nearer than when we believe. So
Oh, yeah.
let me get Romans chapter 13 and we get verse 11.
Chapter 2.
Zaquan, you get Isaiah 62. This is Romans.
Hey, you can feel it, man. You can feel it in the air, man. One more day closer, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You got it.
Romans chapter 13 and verse 11. And that knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. All right, which that sleep represents, the rudiments and the fashions of this world, So it's high time to essentially, change, if this word resonates with your spirit,
Yeah.
of the nation of Yasharallah. It says, in that knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. And as it says in James, the first chapter, it goes into that liberty. All right, and that liberty goes into, ultimately, the grace and the freedom to ultimately add the things that's going to pertain to salvation and stuff that don't pertain to salvation, omit those things,
Yeah.
because that's the mindset we should be in these times.
Repent and turn back.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of the grace and mercy that we're under now, man. The liberty to repent, to seek the Lord. All right, get the understanding you need, gain the covering that you need, all of that, man. To be fully, like Ephesians 6 chapter, be fully equipped, with the whole armor.
Verse 12, it says, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
That's right.
It says, let us therefore cast off the works of darkness. All right, when we go to Isaiah, also Job, the 10th chapter, it mentions that darkness. All right, and that goes into chashak, the Hebrew word chashak, which means misery, ignorance. All right, a state without order. So it says, let us now therefore cast off the works of darkness. So we should be in the mindset of putting off the ways of the world. Pretty much trimming our lamps. It says, and let us put on the armor of light. All right, to pretty much be illuminated. With this wisdom, knowledge, understanding of the scriptures. It says, let us walk honestly, as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying, but put ye on the Lord Yahweh Shai Hamashayach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. And like as it says in Isaiah, the 52nd chapter, in the first verse, it says, awake, awake. All right, it says awake, awake, which is synonymous with this as well. It says awake, awake, put on thy strength. O Zion, our strength is the Lord Yahweh Shai. We have to walk in the same, footsteps.
You said you made mention about being illuminated.
Mm-hmm.
This is Baruch 4:1. It says, this is the book of the commandments of the Most High, in the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die.
Right, and like as it mentions in John, the 6th chapter, the 63rd verse, it says essentially, I'm gonna get it real fast because I don't want to butcher it.
Yeah.
This is John chapter 6, John 6, and verse 63. It says, it is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing, because the flesh is ultimately synonymous with the ways of darkness, all right, misery, destruction. All right, those are the ways that we essentially learn, in this world, all right? So it says, it is the spirit that quickeneth, when we put on this light, when we become illuminated, ultimately we receive of ultimately thriving, all right? Whereas in the world, ultimately we were just surviving,
That's it.
Finishing out, it says, it is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. So the words ultimately is what makes one illuminated.
That's it, man. The life, and the Lord gave us life back. He put his breath, he put the breath back into us, man. Right? Because remember, before we found out that we were the true biblical Israelites, we were in the congregation of the dead. All right? So we were spiritually dead men walking. All right? Moving like heathen Gentiles, man. until the Lord opened up our understanding.
Right.
So this is back in Baruch, the 4th chapter. Right. I read verse 1 again. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endure forever. All right. Prove you that the law is forever, man. All right. It says, and we're still under the law. Right. Romans 7:1. All right. Paul said that. And Apostle Paul said that basically, in the lack of better words, that the law endureth forever. Right. It says, verse 2. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof. The light represents Yahweh Shai in the form of this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. This truth. All right, that's the light. Isaiah 60:1. Rise and shine, for the light of the Lord has risen upon thee. Right? It says, turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof. It says that thou mayest be illuminated. Right? So, like you were going into being illuminated, being filled with light. All right, being filled with the truth. Right? You know, we'll go back over again.
Con. I was just Isaiah.
Okay, Con.
It's Isaiah chapter 62 and verse 1. It says, for Zion's sake will I not hold my peace, and for Jerusalem's sake I will not rest, until the righteousness thereof go forth as brightness, and the salvation thereof as a lamp that burneth.
Yeah, so it said, until the righteousness thereof go forth as brightness. This knowledge is as light. All right, give me that in Sirach 24, 32 to 33. All right, it talks about how this light has shined afar off, and how did that happen through the unicorn, the internet, man, the World Wide Web, you know.
So Abba Sirach chapter 24 and verse 32, and I will yet make doctrine to shine as the morning, and will send forth her light afar off.
I will make doctrine to shine as the morning. All right, and what else to say?
I will yet pour out doctrine. Read it again.
Yeah, read it again. Sorry.
Abba Sirach 24 and verse 32. I will yet make doctrine to shine as the morning.
That's right.
And will send forth her light afar off.
We'll send forth her light afar off. All right. This is why, going back to the apostles, elders, and bishops, they didn't have to physically travel. All right, to push the word. That was the whole purpose of the creation of the internet, man. So that this light could travel afar off. All right. People around the world have access to these videos, man. During the day, during the night, all year round. All right. Keep going.
Verse 33, I will yet pour out doctrine as prophecy, and will leave it to all ages forever.
Yeah, I will pour out doctrine as prophecy, man. All right? The testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy, man. So if you come in the spirit of the Lord, you're supposed to be prophesying, man. You're supposed to be talking about what's going on in the earth, man. The global events, the wickedness that's going on right now, man. All right? Everything is being exposed and brought to light. You're supposed to be prophesying, man. All right? The uproars of the people. Nuclear war that's getting ready to start. All right? Civil war. This ICE shit that's going on, man. All right? All these different things, man. You're supposed to be going into prophecy, man. Occupied in prophecy. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 34, behold that I have not labored for myself only, but for all them that seek wisdom.
Yeah, so we're not out here just only for ourselves. We out here for those that seek true wisdom, that seek the truth. Right? That have the eyesight to see, to know what's going on in the earth right now, man. Because clearly, as you started, our salvation is nearer than we believe, man. All these things that are happening on a global level shows us that the Lord is on his way back, man. We are in the last days, man. All right? The end of an age. You got it, brother.
Okay. Back to Isaiah 62 and verse 1 again, it says, for Zion's sake I will not hold my peace, and for Jerusalem's sake I will not rest. And that's why we see all the world events, going on, because the Lord ultimately is, visiting and judging the world in which He made.
That's it, man.
It says,
why these people are distracted, man. Mm-hmm. Here it is. The Epstein files is going to be a permanent stain on Babylon, America, man. And these so-called white people can't get away from that, man. All the satanic sacrifices, the rituals, all right, the kidnapping the kids. All of that's being sent up to the heavens, man. Right? Hey, what does it say in Revelation 18? That the sins of Babylon have reached into the heavens, man. Mm-hmm. It's a wrap out here, man. Right. So you people can try to live your daily life caught up in the bread and circus and these pagan holidays, right? But at the end of the day, judgment's still coming down, man. All right? America's over. However you want to look at it. Whether you believe that or not. Go ahead, brother.
Finishing out Isaiah 62 and 1, it says, and for Jerusalem's sake I will not rest, until the righteousness thereof go forth as brightness, and the salvation thereof is a lamp that burneth. And the Lord Yahweh Shai is ultimately coming to deliver the elect, But verse 2 it says, And the Gentiles shall see thy righteousness, you know, as pursuant to Isaiah, the 60th chapter, in the first verse.
Yep.
It says, and the Gentiles shall see thy righteousness, and all the kings thy glory, and thou shalt be called by a new name, which the mouth of the Lord shall name.
Yeah, and right now in the time of prophecy we live in now, you know, the name, all right, who we are is being refreshed, all right, it's being reclaimed by the true people. You know, Isaiah 44, one shall surname himself by the name of Jacob, the other shall surname himself by the name of Israel, man. That's prophecy, all right, that the 12 tribes would wake up in the valley of the dry bones, which is Babylon, the great America, man. All right, keep going out.
I got one.
You got one? Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 37. It says, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee. All right, now going back to Isaiah, the 62nd chapter, it said a new name. That new name, as the point went into, was, you know, to be refreshed. All right, the Hebrew word chadash means to be refreshed, to be restored, to be renewed. You know, so the Lord ultimately is giving us our name back as Yashar Ali, you know, Isaiah, the 44th chapter. So it says, I'm going to read it again, Deuteronomy 28 and 37, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee. You know, and ultimately, we've become that, you know, so-called black, all right, so-called Native American, and it's changed every other generation, you know, but we have a true biblical nationality, all right, and it goes back to the nation of Yashar, Israel, you know.
And astonishment, when you look it up, it goes into, matter of fact, pull it up, I believe it goes into a horror. You know, because when you look at the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, Hispanic, it's a fucking horror show, man. All right? That's the curses that the Lord was talking about. We would be at the bottom, all right? In the hood, the ghettos, the slums, killing each other. Right? You see how Jake dressed. You know? Full-blown heathens. Right? Go ahead, bro.
That's the Hebrew word H8047, Shammah, says waste, horror, appallment.
See, an appallment. We would be a waste, a horror, and appallment. And that's how we're... this is how we're paraded in the world, man. This is why people from other countries, right? They watch the Western television, and they already have these preconceived notions about the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, Hispanic, man. Because how we're presented in the earth is a curse, a horror, and what does it say? An astonishment. What else?
Word for astonishment, it says desolation.
Yup.
Wonderful thing, consternation, ruin.
Yeah, ruin, man. That's why, you know, as certain nations come over here, they tell you to stay away from the so-called blacks, so-called Spanish, Latinos, right? Because that goes back to what the Lord said, man. All right, we would be despised amongst all the nations, man. Right? Showing you that what? We are the people of the book. You know? You got it, brother. We go back to Isaiah 62. And the curses, we always talk about it, the curses remain undefeated, man. All right? The curses identify who's who. Right? Go ahead, brother.
Isaiah 62 and verse 2. And the Gentiles shall see thy righteousness, and all kings thy glory, and thou shalt be called by a new name,
right,
which the mouth of the Lord shall name.
That's right.
Thou shalt also be a crown of glory in the hand of the Lord, and a royal diadem in the hand of thy power.
Yeah, how you say it? Diadem?
Diadem.
It's like, that's like a turban, a head wrap, a headdress, right? Symbolizing how we're getting ready to be put back into the position of royalty, authority, man. All right, that's what's coming in the kingdom of heaven. All right, those that are last shall be first, and those that are first shall be last. All right, so it's going to be a switch, right? We talk about the transition that we're in right now. As the so-called white man, the Edomite, as he's going down. All right, Jacob is being raised up. Right, his empire, his power and influence is falling. This is why he's fighting for it, man. Right, this is why they're ready to raise hell. This is why they're ready to invade homes. They're ready to round you up and put you in concentration camps. Right, they got a whole algorithm database set up to monitor you know what. Right, so this shows you how desperately this man is hurt, man. Right, and he's gonna fight tooth and nail to keep that stronghold that he has. Right, Shalom. Go ahead, bro.
I got something real fast.
Yep.
It's Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 26. Shalom. Isaiah 1 and 26. It says, and I will restore thy judges as at the first, and thy counselors as at the beginning.
That's right.
Afterward, thou shalt be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city.
That's right.
And as we're going into, you know, ultimately, you know, we're being raised up. You know, we're going to receive of that we can get our connection back, you know. Ultimately, again, the Lord is pretty much raising up the judges, you know, and doing a role reversal.
Oh, yeah. Because right now, as priest always brings out, the so-called white man's on trial, right? We're in the midst of the court, right? All the evidence is being presented to the judge, which is the Lord, right? I did a lesson going into America Caught on Camera, man. You know, hey, I was online looking at the thumbnail. There was a big ass camcorder that had America Caught on Camera, so that inspired the lesson. But it's the spirit, right? The Lord, the scriptures talk about there would be an inquisition against the wicked, man. And that word inquisition goes into a thorough investigation and report.
Yeah, it's another scripture that go with that talk about search out the wickedness if you can't find.
There you go. Yeah, I think that's in Psalms, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? So everything that this man has done to our people, all right, from the time we were brought over here as slaves, and to this point now, is being brought up to the Lord, man. His secret councils, all right, the so-called Illuminati, the international banking elite, what they do behind the scenes, it's all being exposed, man. Right? So this is why this man's losing his mind. He didn't. Hey, the scripture say in Isaiah 47 that he didn't consider his latter end, man. He thought he was going to be on top forever, right? He was going to just get away. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 3, or verse 4. Thou shalt no more be termed forsaken.
Yep.
Neither shall thy land any more be termed desolate.
Yeah. Thou shalt no more be termed forsaken. What happened to us, man? All right, we sinned against our power. The Lord turned His face from us, put us in slavery, right? We lost our heritage, we lost our language. You see what I'm saying? We were put under subjection under all the nations, right? So that's forsaken, man. And He said, and no longer would your land be desolate, because who's in the Holy Land? Heathen, bastards, man. You got Amalek, you got Ishmael, you got Ham, right? There's all types of wickedness going on in the Holy Land right now, man. So the Lord is going to restore us and restore the land. Go ahead.
I got some.
You got it, brother.
So Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 17, it says, For I will restore health unto thee,
Yep.
and will heal thee of thy wounds, in which those wounds go back to the curses.
Yep.
It says, saith the Lord, because they called thee an outcast, saying, This is Zion, whom no man seeketh after.
Yeah.
Ultimately, Jake is in this situation, and nobody's trying to help. Ultimately, the heathen kept us at that. They wanted to keep us at that perpetual state of sin. But see, what the Lord is doing now is ultimately He's giving us His truth. We're rising upon our feet.
But the funny thing about it, now these heathen, they're crying out for the Israelites to be put back in power, because underneath this man's rulership, the whole earth is suffering, man. All right, the water, the air, the food, resources, nations. All right, everything is completely distraught underneath the rule of the wicked. All right, you got it, brother.
Verse 4 it says, finishing out, it says, But thou shalt be called Hephzibah, and thy land Beulah.
Yeah, Hephzibah, which means my delight is in her. All right, because Israel is that comely and delicate woman. All right, and then Beulah means to be married. All right, because we're married to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Jeremiah 3 and 14 and jumping to verse 20 tells you that. Right, and the Lord said we dealt treacherously with Him. That's why we got divorced. The Lord turned His face from us, man. Go ahead.
It says, For the Lord delighteth in thee, and thy land shall be married.
Yeah, we're gonna be back at one with the land when the Lord physically puts us back. All right, showing you, and that's a cut too, showing you that them people claiming to be the real deal ain't the real deal. The Lord said He was gonna physically put His people back, not no goddamn Balfour Declaration, right? Not all these different what's it called, the Aliyahs. Yeah, the different Aliyahs on how they begin to take the land and all of that.
Different migrations that they.
Come on, man.
Pretty much them, moving all around the world, getting kicked out different countries they were in.
Okay, you got it, brother.
Genesis chapter 15 and verse 18. It says, In the same day the Lord made a covenant with Abram, which Abram was surname of Abraham.
Right.
It says, saying, Unto thy seed have I given this land from the river of Egypt unto the great river, the river Euphrates. And pretty much, it's what scholars call the Fertile Crescent, from over by the Nile River on the border of Egypt, all the way to pretty much the Euphrates River. The Holy Land, pretty much.
Yeah, that whole region. Mm-hmm. And that's what Amalek is fighting now. This is why they're trying to take over the Palestinians in Gaza, because they're trying to expand their hegemony, man. That's why throughout time, since we've been on the earth, there's always been controversies and conflicts in that region of the earth, right? What they call the so-called Middle East, Iraq, Syria, Afghanistan, right? Israel, okay, Kuwait, all right, all those lands in that general area. Go ahead.
Verse 5, it says, For as a young man married a virgin, so shall thy sons marry thee. And as the bridegroom rejoiceth over the bride, so shall thy power rejoice over thee.
Yeah, we're gonna be joined back. We're gonna be joined back to our power, man. That's symbolic what the Lord's talking about, man. Read that one more time, Mike. So like I know you was giving you a precept, brother. Slack it, brother. Be honest.
Isaiah 62 and verse 5, it says, For as a young man married a virgin, so shall thy sons marry thee.
Yep.
And as the bridegroom rejoiceth over the bride, so shall thy power rejoice over thee.
There you go, man. So quick precept, Revelation 19 and 7 through 9. You know, because we're fighting to partake in the marriage, man, which is what ultimately salvation, being delivered. Revelation 17, 9 and 7 and 9. I'm sorry, Revelation 19, 7 and 9. 7 through 9.
This is Revelation chapter 19 and verse 7. Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come.
See, for the marriage of the Lamb has come. Our salvation is nearer than we believe, right? And when we go up into the chariot, that's the marriage. That's the ceremony, man. We're going to be changed, right? And we're going to partake in the song of Moses, you know, the glory and those that overcame the tribulation when you read Revelation 15. Go ahead.
It says, and his wife have made herself ready.
See that? And his wife have made herself ready. Who's the wife? Israel. You tribes, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, Hispanics. Right. Go ahead.
Well, that's adorning herself in the wedding attire. The white garment, you know, all that, you know, it shows that the elect have made themselves, you know, prepared for Yahweh Shai.
That's it.
You know? It says, and to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen, clean and white with spirit.
Yeah, fine linen, clean and white, man, which is also tied to the knowledge.
Right.
All right? And also the victory. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Any more?
For the fine linen is the righteousness of the saints.
That's right.
And he saith unto me, right blessed are they which are called unto the marriage supper of the Lamb. And he saith unto me, these are the true sayings of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, there you go. So blessed are they that are called into the marriage supper of the Lamb. This is what we're fighting to be a part of. This is why we come out here week in and week out to give you this truth, man. So that we're found worthy to be saved, man. Remember, Zechariah 13 and 8 tells you that a third should be left therein, man. That third is the 1/3. All right, 144,000 prophets and teachers, and the men, women, and children that believe on the gospel. All right, go ahead, bro. You got it.
It's Isaiah chapter 52 and verse 1, and it says, "Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion.
Yep.
Put on thy beautiful garment."
Yeah, there's truth. Right? It's time to wake up and put on thy beautiful garments, which is the word, man. All right? Because the elect will be properly clothed. They will be covered in the correct doctrine. Go ahead, brother.
O Jerusalem, the holy city, for henceforth there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean.
Yeah, no. So this is the last rule of the heathen, man. We're not going to be underneath the heathen no more after this. We're going to rule the earth and universe forever. All right, pertaining to prophecy, the promises of the Lord.
Because according to 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter, the scriptures say that the world and everything in it belongs to the Israelites anyways.
Facts.
You know, so the only reason the heathen were able to possess everything is because of our disobedience. So the Lord had to put us in captivity to show us why, number one, the Lord's law, statutes, commandments are needed in the earth, and two, to show us, all right, so that we can be true judges on what wickedness looks like at an all-time high. So when we get the power back, we'll be able to judge righteously, man.
Yeah.
Back to Isaiah chapter 62 and verse 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace, day nor night.
Yep.
Yea, that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence.
Yeah, so we're not gonna hold our peace. We out here day in and day out, week to week. Yeah. All right, in season, out of season, man. The Lord told us to give him no rest. All right?
Yeah. And to add to that, Salakia,
You got it.
because the thing that's been going on lately, as far as the Epstein list and all the wickedness that's been coming out lately, is doing nothing more than propelling what we've been saying forward.
That's it.
Because as the prophets have been exposing Esau throughout the years, we're at a point in time now to where that exposure is hitting to where Esau is showing you that he's at his end, man.
That's it.
He has no choice but to come after us at this point.
At this point.
Because it's all revealing of what we've been saying through the spirit power of Yahweh Shai. This is the wicked that's ruling right now, man.
Yep, all that project, how you say it, projection. All that shit caught up with your ass, man. You try to call us criminals and murderers, all right, and rapists and shit. And you,
Deflection.
yeah, deflection. I'm sorry, deflection. All right, it's all coming home now, man.
Yeah, you can't hide no more,
That's
man.
it. You was the one that's doing the shit. You try to call us all these names. Now look at your ass, man.
Right, and then like you brought out last week, where's all you Israelites out here that's not speaking out against these things, man?
Exactly.
Y'all got all this stuff to say about Great Millstone, how we're pedos and we like little girls and children. Well, why ain't y'all exposing Esau for doing the same thing that y'all talking about?
And these niggas is eating little girls and children, little boys, sexually abusing kids.
Yeah, bro. Like
Right?
the newest thing, I don't know if y'all got a chance to watch what I sent y'all yesterday. The email was talking about jerky. It said jerky is code name for children. And they was eating children, man.
There you go.
So now you got pepperoni pizza, you got hamburgers, hot dogs, jerky, all these code words that these people were using in these emails, like these celebrities and all that was talking about on their Twitter accounts.
Yep.
That was all code names for children to show you that everybody is in it.
Yeah.
Your favorite actor, athlete, musician, whatever, they're all involved because in order for you to be up in this world, you got to get down with Satan, man.
That's it. Not to rant, but I remember John Legend. What's his wife's name? Chrissy Teigen, whatever her name is, right? She had a whole rant years ago on Twitter on how she liked the taste of babies and blood and shit like that. Then I remember what's the dude name that be Glazing Drake, the DJ dude, Academics. He brought it out. He had brought it out about how he was like, "What's up with this whole shit? You drinking blood and babies and shit." And they made the nigga apologize, right? They made him apologize. He must have got the word from upstairs, like, "Look, you better retract what you said," type shit.
And he stayed tiptoeing the line.
See what I'm saying? So that show you, man. Hey, them, like you said, your favorite celebrity, musician, whatever. All the motherfuckers is wicked, man.
Yeah, because like when I saw this morning when I sent y'all Kobe,
Yeah.
everybody loved Kobe, but Kobe, the reason why he was able to get that 81-point game, because he said he had pizza and pepperoni pizza and grape soda. So that show you even Kobe, LeBron, all these, man. Everybody's involved, man.
They all compromise. You got it, bro. You good, bro.
I got precept.
You got precept. Go ahead, brother.
It's 2 Ezra 15 and verse 8. I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit.
Man.
Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
Beautiful.
So what we're seeing right now is the souls of the just, the righteous men, are the ones who are out here making these complaints, man. Everybody else is just going along with what's happening, man.
Yeah.
Right? They're all complacent, right, in the situations. They might have an internal feeling about it, but they don't feel bad enough to speak out against it, man.
Yeah, because ultimately they're scared of the blowback. We're not worried about that because we have no ties to this world, man. That's why we can freely speak about these things because you have nothing on us, man.
That's it, man.
You know, all these people, like you just mentioned, that's complicit with everything is because Esau has something on them. Like what Kanye say, don't be surprised if you see a videotape of me fucking a goat or something like that because he understands, just like all the other people. Y'all got ties with Esau where he has something over you. So I have a quick one. This is Jeremiah 48:10. It says, "Cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord deceitfully, and cursed be he that keepeth back his sword from blood." Because there's Israelites out here that claim to be leaders and teachers and prophets that have made backdoor deals with the devil, man. That's why they have things that prevent them from being able to teach the correct doctrine, man. That's why you see them holding back on the name. You're seeing them talking about how we're not supposed to speak about Esau. Now you have Nate, for example, talking about how we don't hate, or he don't hate so-called white people. God hates, but he said hating is a hateful or it's a messed up word. But when you go into hate, it just means that something you look it up real quick in the etymology of hate, because that's not a bad thing. We're commanded to hate. Did not King David tell us pretty much we hate what the Lord hates?
No, I got you. Yeah, we're commanded to hate. All right, we're commanded to hate wickedness, man.
Yeah,
and that's righteous. This is Psalm 97 and 10. It says, Ye that love the Lord hate evil.
Hate evil. That's a commandment. Because understand, the scriptures are commandments as well. You know, precept upon precept, line upon line. These are all commandments we're supposed to follow as guidelines. Man.
Yep.
Can you read that again?
Psalm 97:10. Ye that love the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, hate evil.
So if you claim to love God, it said that you're supposed to hate evil. So the wickedness that you see in the world, the pedos, the child trafficking, moles, all that, you're supposed to hate that because the Lord hates that, man.
Exactly. But you'll have a Christian talk about some pray for Epstein, pray for Trump, right? It says he preserveth the souls of his saints. He delivered them out of the hand of the wicked. And I got that scripture for you too. Psalm 139:19, the one he was quoting. Psalms 139:19, and it reads, surely thou wilt slay the wicked, O power. Depart from me, therefore, ye bloody men. For they speak against thee wickedly, and thy enemies take thy name in vain.
Yeah, because this whole society is a giant middle finger to the Lord and His Son. You know, so if you seeing how this world was constructed, how they bring people up, it's all to get you to come against the Lord, man.
That's it. Exactly. Verse 21 to point down to 22. Psalms 139:21, it says, do not I hate them, O Lord,
right,
that hate thee?
Do not hate them that hate the Lord. Go ahead.
It says, am I not grieved with those that rise up against thee?
Right. Does it not bother you that the people coming up against the Lord, how they just able to get away scot-free?
Right.
You know, this is a sinful kingdom, and sin is promoted as good. All right, and the people that that run the society, they vilify, the ones that stand for righteousness. That should peeve you.
Yeah.
That should make you mad because that's not true justice, man.
Yep. It says verse 22, surely oppression make a wise man mad.
Right.
Verse 22, I hate them with perfect hatred.
You hate them. Well, the Lord, King David said he hates them with perfect hatred, and that's the thing. You gotta separate what you've learned from the world and what you read in the scriptures, because when you hear hate, you think of Esau's hate. That you can just go and genocide a land of people off of your benefit, or you can just racially profile and create a system that marginalizes the people because you feel like you're better than them. That's not the hate the Bible speaks about, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them my enemies.
I count them my enemies because anything that's an enemy of the Lord is our enemy.
That's right.
All right. So yeah. So when they ask these questions, do you hate white people? It's a trick. It's a loaded trick question.
Exactly.
And the answer you're supposed to say is we hate Edomites because it's not about skin color.
Exactly.
God hates Edomites. So therefore we hate Edomites because Edomites are an enemy of the Lord. You get that definition?
Etymology for hate. It says regard with extreme ill will, have a passionate aversion to.
Have a passionate aversion to because it's not conducive to life. The things that they push here is not. It doesn't bring forward a righteous kingdom. Tell me what benefit it is to allow two homosexuals to have a child in their house, man. All right, to pretty much allow a whole government of pedophiles to pretty much do what they want, and nothing is done to them, man. That doesn't benefit a society, man. All right, to raise up a whole community in Satanism when you claim to love the Lord.
Right.
That's counterproductive, man.
Yeah, you can't read the scriptures with the westernized point of view.
Yeah, modernism.
It's not gonna work.
Because when you look up the definition of modern, the truth, when you look, it's in the older type dictionaries, but it goes into being opposed to the past.
Exactly.
Because this so-called white man has set up a society to where the new is the way. Forget the old. This is how we do things now. But the new way of how he's doing things is untested, and what we're coming to realize is that it's not going to stand the test of time. Because how we see the Lord, how He made everything, it's been tried and it works.
Yeah, that's the good way.
That's the good way. If you understand the laws, that's why certain things are put in place, such as you know, when you have a mole is supposed to be put to death according to the scriptures.
Yep,
A witch too, because when you go into it, that's all going back to idol worship. The highest form of Satan worship is to be a mole. When you get it, that's how they get their power. Is to be a mole.
Sexual magic.
Sexual magic. All right, child. Messing with children. These things give credence to idol worship. This is how these people, they're showing you how they worship their God, man. It is. Yeah, go ahead.
Isaiah 5:20, it reads, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
Yeah, peace, brother.
So, that means destruction to our people, man. They glorify these damn white folks they call evil good. Like, y'all sitting there, y'all glorify everything this man do and thinking it's good.
Right.
But when you see the men of the Lord out here preaching good and telling y'all that's wrong, stop following the devil and come back to y'all, y'all call that evil.
Yeah.
Y'all saying we evil, we're trying to turn y'all back into your power. Preaching the Bible the correct and right way, which you have been preached the wrong way for so long, for centuries, man. And now, we trying to tell y'all been lied to, and y'all sitting up there, vilifying us, man. Y'all coming against the truth.
They come against it, but see, the truth is evil spoken in this world, because this we keep going into. This is Satan's world.
Yeah.
So trying to live righteous in Satan's world, of course you're going to be looked at as evil, because they want you to be evil.
Yeah. That put darkness for light and light for darkness.
Yeah.
Jacob was in darkness, man. And they put that first, man. They glorified being in darkness, man.
Yeah.
Instead of putting the light, before darkness, they want to stay in the dark. We out here shining the light, tell y'all to come into it, man. No, they ain't want to come to it. They want to stay doing their wicked because they're comfortable with it, man. That's all they ever know.
Because the wicked elite, they look at Satan how we look at the Most High. So it's like it's the opposite side of the spectrum.
Exactly.
So they look at Satan like he's God. That's why you see the Masons and everybody, the Luciferians, their God is Satan. The so-called JWs, they tell you their God is Satan. It's Lucifer, but it's really Satan, because there's really two Lucifers when you go into the scriptures. All right, you have Lucifer on the left-hand side, you have Lucifer on the right-hand side. All right, so technically we're Lucifer too, because all Lucifer means is light bearer. But at the end of the day, the people don't understand that. So when we start talking like this, they're like, y'all evil.
Y'all in the coat.
Yeah, because we go against the powers that may be. Shalom, Mark.
Yeah. So going against the grain, so to speak. And that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter, man. What we say to y'all, man, is bitter, man. But what Esau and the devil is speaking is preaching is sweet to y'all, man.
Yeah.
It's like honey in y'all's mouth.
Yeah, because like I said, they put sweet for bitter and bitter for sweet, because hey, this truth is bitter. When you really get into what's being talked about in the scriptures, it's bitter, because just like you go into like the health, all right, too much sweetness is bad for you, all right. So this society, it gives you pleasure on top of pleasure on top of pleasure, to where there's a point to where you are overindulged. So when it starts going into the strictness of the scriptures, all right, women need to be put up inside the house, all right. You're supposed to have self-control over your lust and all these different things.
That's bitter.
That they look at that as, oh, y'all controlling.
Yeah.
That's toxic
No,
masculinity.
we ain't doing that.
No, bro, that's the spirit of the Lord, man. He teaches control, because too much of something, even if it's a good thing, it becomes a bad thing, man.
Where in the Bible does that say that? You can show them, and they still don't want to, don't want to believe it.
Bible, you gotta get the Ethiopian Bible.
Yeah.
You gotta get the New King James translation, like, bro.
Every excuse under the sun
No.
to do wickedness, man. Then to come back to your power and do righteousness.
Go ahead.
Okay. One more in this.
Is any more? Go ahead.
It says, reading it again, it says, regard with extreme ill will, have a passionate aversion to, treat as an enemy.
Wisdom of Solomon.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I got two. This is this is let me see. It's a lot.
Do what you got, man. My thing is, man, these Edomites are wicked, man.
Yeah.
The obsession they have with children is crazy, man. You see what's coming out? Like we talked about, the rituals and all of that, sacrifice and cannibalism. Then, hey, remember before Trump, well, even when Trump too, when Biden was in office, right? They was trying to convert kids to be whatever the
Transformers,
yeah,
yeah.
Transformers and shit. To cut their rods off and cut their titties off.
Puberty blockers.
Puberty blockers. It's like they was going full force at these kids, man. Right? These Edomites, they gotta go, man.
It shows you these are. I keep saying it. This been the spirit the last few weeks, man. These are the sons of the wicked, man.
This is them, man.
Like that shit you sent this morning, that was wild,
Yeah,
bro.
it was wild.
Because they're in your face with it, and they've always been in your face with it. But the fact of the matter is that now that it's becoming common knowledge, bro, it's just like, why are more people mad?
Exactly.
Just imagine what they doing to the kids now.
Exactly.
Just imagine in slavery with
Exactly.
no law, we couldn't do nothing.
No cameras.
And they were just running them up.
Oh yeah.
Just imagine what they did to the kids.
Oh yeah.
I got this is Isaiah chapter 59 and verse 14, and it says, "And judgment is turned away backward,
Yep.
and justice standeth afar off."
Hey, this year alone, shit, 2025, 24, 23. Them past years, man, it's been all these different uncovered trafficking rings in these different states, man. It'd be like fucking like 20 Edomites on the damn on the mug shots. How they found some 50 kids in a fucking basement, you know, in some country area in the state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
In
see-
Florida, it was like that. In Alabama, it was like that, man. They all
York.
over America. New York.
Remember the tunnel?
Yeah, the
they
tunnel,
Found,
yep.
They found in New York, and they went down there with baby strollers and
Come on,
shit
man.
like that.
These
So you-
Edomites gotta fucking go, man.
But see, and I was telling y'all, you know,
forget about the
they're
schools and
right.
universities.
Yeah, the foster care,
Yep.
you know,
Buried on
CPS and all that.
Yep.
They build on top of it.
But like I said,
Child care. The
child
child
care,
care.
yeah. But that they're riding that energy. Like I was telling y'all yesterday, they got a show on Prime called Cross, dealing with I think Tyler Perry. Somebody wrote the book.
That's tough. Right
Yeah, whoever the author is, but
Yep.
but the new season they just came out with, it's all about children trafficking,
Yeah.
child trafficking.
There you go.
And so you got this two Northern Kingdom. It's a man and a woman going around killing the Edomites that's running the shit.
there.
But like I said, they're riding this energy, showing you this is all orchestrated, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of red herrings going out.
Facts.
Where they making it look like they're making progress on finding all these kids and stuff like that. But
Nah.
They just put that in the face of people so the outrage isn't as big.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Like you got that movie that came out, Sound of Freedom. You know that was showing that shit. So it's all just orchestrated bullshit to get the people riled up because it's a distraction at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly. It's all distraction. They gave you the Super Bowl. They gave you the fucking All-Star game. Right
Yeah.
now, you got Valentine's Day.
Yeah, and all, yeah. It's
Yeah, All-Star weekend.
chaos.
Yeah, this is All-Star weekend. See,
Yeah.
Yes, orchestrated chaos.
perfect timing with all this shit. Niggas don't care about what's really going on. That's why the Lord about to destroy this
Oh, you
shit.
see niggas running around all day with red on, grabbing
Yeah,
fucking balloons and shit.
roses and shit.
Teddy bears.
Right, wifing up hoes, whining and dining hoes. Right. Bitch got a whole roster, man. Right, but she only talking to you.
It's just your turn, man.
Yeah, it's just your turn, Jake. Jay gonna come out here and spend out $500 that he don't got.
Ain't gonna get nothing out
Ain't
of
gonna
it.
get no box.
No box.
And if you do, she's sharing that shit.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, bro, it's not worth it.
Come on, man.
Community vibes.
You got it, brother.
Isaiah 59 and verse 14, it says,
This whole society is a shame,
It's
man.
bugged out. But then once again, that goes back to the hate. We're looked at as crazy for speaking out against this shit. man.
Exactly, man.
Because once again, we're speaking about Valentine's Day, that goes back to some pagan worship. Because when you go into the origin of Valentine's Day, it goes back to Saint Valentine's Day Massacre, which is a big ass sacrifice, man.
Yep. And fertility gods,
Yeah, fertility gods
You know.
and death.
Queen of Heaven.
All these holidays that you worship, that's because when you take part in it, you're worshiping it. But it's always bloodshed behind all of it. Go ahead, you know that way.
Isaiah 59 and verse 14, finishing out, says, "And judgment is turned away backward,
Yep.
and justice standeth afar off."
Exactly. Look what's going on, man. It's supposed to be fucking uproars when you find that these niggas is eating kids and drinking blood and shit, bro. Worshiping Satan. Where's the uproar at? Right? Go ahead, brother.
For truth is fallen in the street, and equity cannot enter.
There you go. Truth is falling in the street. Now they wanna give you jail time, man, for noticing, right? For noticing what Amalek is doing and calling it out. Right? Now you're labeled anti, you know what, for stating facts. It's a wicked place, man. That don't make you mad? Right? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 15, yet truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey.
Exactly, man. So you become a target for telling the truth. You become an enemy for saying and doing what's right. So the hell with this fucking place, man. What else do we got to lose out here, bro? Right? What are you still hanging on to America for, man? This shit is done, man. Right? The food has gotten way entirely worse. Right? All these videos coming out with the fucking kids grinding up in the damn fast food and finding teeth and bones and, you know what I'm saying? The impossible genetically created shit they got out here, man. This shit is over, man.
Yeah, that's the spirit. We talking about
You know?
the sacrifices. They got a damn, it's like a goat or something on the statue
man.
right there.
You know, people dying from terrible cancers and all these newly created diseases and shit, man. It's just a wrap, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, and the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment.
Exactly. That's why the Lord is coming to bring straight hell here, man.
Right?
He has to.
You live in a hypocritical society.
Big facts.
They really don't do. They just put that. They give you that facade like they're for justice, but there's no justice, man. You up here worrying about the Espionage files. That shit gonna be done, man.
That's it.
You got them. You got devils prosecuting devils. They all guilty, man.
Yeah, like you brought out in your video, you had Attorney General Pam Bondi pretty much say that if they persecuted everybody on that list, it will crumble the society.
There you go.
Because
It happened.
everybody's on that shit.
Everybody.
It's a waste of time.
Everybody eating fucking kids. What you got? You turn back to that?
Bon Sirach, let me hold it, Isaiah 62.
Yo, I mean, whatever. Yeah, this spirit, bro.
Bon Sirach 17 and 26, it says, turn again to the Most High and turn away from iniquity. Because when you look at how the world is ran right now, it's ultimately out of balance, you know. How it's supposed to be truly balanced, you know.
Yeah,
It says-
because when you really get into the crust of what's going on here, this should make you want to get out of this. This should make you want to turn back to the Lord, because knowing everything that's being done, it should compel you to seek out the Lord. Because if you want to be in this world, that means you're okay with what's in the Epstein files. You're okay with the child sacrifice and sex trafficking. You're okay with your children possibly being snatched up, all right, being raised up to be devil worshippers. You're complicit with everything that's wrong with this society. So this is why at the end of the day, what brother's going into, it's an imbalance going on, all because you refuse to turn back to the Lord. So if you are in the right spirit, hearing these things that's being brought out within the last really couple years should compel you to turn back to the Lord, man.
Hell yeah.
It says,
Man.
I was just gonna say, there's a saying in the world, you know, if you see something, say something.
Yeah, I mean, hypocrisy, right?
Yeah.
That was back in the old days. Then that daring shit and all that shit. Goddamn, if you see something, you know something, say something.
Yeah,
You know,
and,
the commercials and shit, man.
and it goes beyond just speaking, all right? Because the true way, that's wild. The true way, cross street, the true way that you really can speak out is by returning to the Lord. Because it's one thing that people are speaking out by tweeting, talking about how fucked up this shit is, but no, the real way how you speak out is repenting, turning back to the Lord, and then you coming out here and prophesying against this place, man.
Right. Say actions speak louder than words. Right? You know, so all that, you know, all that talk ain't gonna mean nothing, because like I saw a video that was saying that you can be as angry as you want, but that ain't gonna do nothing to the system.
Absolutely not.
No, like the video I did, he had I forget the dude's name, but he's the CEO of Barclays. Hold on, pull his name up real quick. But he said what you just said, Shai. He was like, you know, in the Epstein files, he said we don't care about the common people revolting because they love commercialism too much. All right, they're not gonna do nothing because these niggas still gonna go buy Jordans and shit. They're still gonna go to these concerts and these sporting events. They're not really gonna revolt. They're just gonna speak out, and then the next event's gonna come, and they're gonna be on to something else, man.
Yeah, let Trump give niggas a 4,000 stimmy check. Hey, niggas gonna forget all about what's going on. We love Trump.
The dude's name is Jess Staley. He's a banker and former CEO of Barclays.
There you go.
He says people won't revolt against the rich elites because they're slaves to hip hop, pop culture, and consumerism.
There you go. There you go. It's a fucking rap. Go ahead.
finishing out, Bon Sirach 17 to 26, for he will lead thee out of darkness into the light of health. And like we was going into earlier, quoting Job, the 10th chapter, Isaiah the 60th chapter, that darkness, chashak, goes into misery, darkness. You know, everybody ultimately is in misery and darkness. It's just that Esau, Edom got, you know, the bread circus, you know, going on. So it's pretty much that their minds is ultimately distracted. So it says, for he will lead thee out of darkness into the light of health, and hate thou abomination vehemently. You know, so if you in the correct spirit, you know, you will be against the wickedness that's ultimately pushed forth in the planet Earth.
Bring it on.
It's Psalm 101 and verse 3. It reads, I will refuse to look, this is in NLT, I will refuse to look at anything vile and vulgar. I hate all who deal crookedly. I will have nothing to do with them. Right? And we're in the most crooked society. Right?
Yeah.
Right? So it would be against Yahweh Shemel Shai to not hate this place.
As we talked about earlier. Because like we just said, distractions are all around here to keep you from returning back to the Lord. This is why, like you said, you got to take your spirit out this place, man. Because like the reason why the elites are not worried about you people revolting, because y'all love this world too much. And it's even amongst the circumcision. You got a majority of Israelites that's not going to do nothing about this stuff, that's not going to speak out, because they love it here.
This is Habakkuk 1 in verse 4. Therefore the law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth.
Yeah, true judgment doesn't go forth here, because the rulers of this world are not just. All right, they're blood drinking, demonic, devil worshiping pedos, man.
For the wicked doth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth.
Therefore, wrong judgment proceedeth, man. Hey, here it is. Hey, they can do all this shit in your face and nothing happens, man.
Yeah.
They're not held by the bounds of the law, man.
You say Psalm 70 with 3.
The nine troubles of the men.
Yeah,
Yep. That's done.
Hey, they make the laws, they can break the laws.
That's it. You know. So just because nothing is happening, and the scriptures say that the Lord is angry with the wicked every day. So just because nothing is happening, please believe the Lord is just he building the tabs.
Yeah. The scripture say in Revelation 18, their sins have reached the heavens.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we're at a point now to where that cup is running over.
Any day now they can pop this shit off, man. Some false flag or some shit go down in some major city and they blame it on Iran or something, and they push forward those measures of bringing in the beast, martial law, lockdown, you know, whatever. We are one event away from all of this shit changing, right? You see, it came out. They tried to blame it on the Chinese nationalists, but it was actually a small hat that had all these biochemical warfare in his crib in Las Vegas, man.
Oh yeah.
They found AIDS. They found all types of shit, man.
And he was near the damn water system.
Yeah.
He was a Jake, little, you know, little
TikTok.
TikTok guy or whatever. He went to the house.
Yeah.
Fucked around. He said, "This is the part they're not telling you. Look where he lived." So he drove. No, he didn't even drive. He walked down the street, bro. He's near the major water supply in California.
There
That's
you
where
go.
the house was.
But
man.
online it's circulating that they say that anytime the water is poison, the small hats did it.
Oh yeah.
So the irony, right?
Yep.
You know.
Remember what was in the water around the around the
trains.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You know what I'm saying?
And remember around the bid, what's in the water? Remember that? They had that the venom shit.
Yeah.
That was
There you go.
He's all a demon,
So
man.
this man's a real demon, man.
He's a demon.
And he's getting caught in every situation, man.
just nasty.
Damn small hat, man. He had what, smallpox, AIDS.
That nigga.
He had a whole conglomerate of fucking
And that's just
bio warfare,
That's
bro.
just the shit they found.
Right.
You know, and to keep it real, that's just the shit they showed you. You
Exactly.
know, it was like on the table and they just had to look.
Yeah,
this is what we got right. Nigga, what's in the other rooms,
Yeah,
nigga?
exactly.
This nigga got a big ass house. He got just one little,
Come on, man.
one little pod of little shit. Get out of here.
But they trying to, single that out. But it's like that as a whole, because what you described, that's the CDC in a nutshell.
Yeah.
The CDC, like I had my cousin when he worked for the fire department, he had to go in that shit. He said there's fucking stairs of rooms. There's rooms with just a disease for each room, and it's just stairs
There you go.
and multiple floors of that shit.
Exactly.
Why are you storing up diseases from past, the plague, Ebola, all this? Why do you need to keep that
There you
for,
go.
man?
He's a demon.
He's a demon, man.
Biochemical warfare,
Shit,
man.
man.
Yeah, please, sir.
You got it.
This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 17. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help, yet he shall undermine thee. Like I said, they find all these engineered you know, disease and stuff, who came to Charleston first? Who would tend to come out and help clean it up? Oh, we didn't know this. We gonna clean it up. You find him there first. See, and it said let's find it. And it said, thou shalt find him first, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall they undermine thee. He pretend to help, yet he's trying to be the very one that's trying to undermine everybody. They're gonna try to kill everybody, put all these disease on everybody, like the damn 19. He the one did that, but he tried to help, didn't he? He found it first, didn't he?
Right, the whole problem reaction.
Not only with this situation, a whole bunch of scenarios that happen. He's always there first, pretending to help.
Exactly.
Pretending to, to clean it up, and then be him the one that did it.
Exactly. I do. Keep going. That's a little more.
And it
First
said,
chapter.
verse 18, he will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance. He that touches pit shall be defiled herewith, and he that fellowship with the proud man shall be like unto him.
Can I read that again?
Ecclesiastes, the 13th chapter. He that toucheth pitch, he that toucheth pitch shall be defiled therewith.
Right. He that touches pit shall be defiled therewith. Because this is why at the end of the day, the Lord told us to come out of Babylon, man. Because if you're complicit with the things going on in here, ultimately this shit is gonna destroy you. This is why Micah 2:10 tells us to arise ye depart, for this is not a rest, because it is polluted with a sword destruction. Roughly paraphrasing. So if you want to continue to stay in this world, all right, eventually it's going to be something that's going to draw your spirit in, and you're going to be corrupted, man. Yep. Money, whatever, women, whatever, wine, whatever, man.
Get Matthew 6 and
Go ahead.
20.
And he that fellowship with a proud man shall be like unto him.
And this right there is why we should have no fellowship with the devil, man. There's no reason why you should have no 501c3 charter. There's no reason why you should have any ties to the devil, because number one, you're breaking the law. The scriptures tell you in Exodus, somebody know what it said, how we're not supposed to make covenants with the damn heathen, man. You know? So that right there shows you that the majority of these Israelite camps out here is going off, man. You read it again while you find it.
This is Ecclesiastes, the 13th chapter, first verse. He that touches pitch shall be defiled therewith, and he that fellowship with the proud shall be like unto him.
Yeah, so this is why you see Israelite leaders out here, all right, pretty much deceiving their own people like they're Edomites. They're worse than the devil, man. Because here it is, this man, what he's doing is trying to destroy the Israelites, and yet, because he threw some money in your bank account, now you willing to destroy your people with lies and deceit, man. You're no different, man. You're actually worse, all right? Found it.
So Exodus chapter 23 and verse 31, and it says, and I will set thy bounds from the Red Sea even unto the sea of the Philistines, and from the desert unto the river, for I will deliver the inhabitants of the land into your hand, and thou shalt drive them out thou shalt drive them out before thee, thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor with their powers.
Yeah, thou shalt make no covenant with them or their gods, man. All right, hey, you have made friends with Mammon. Yep. All right, money, because Mammon it's an idol when you go into it, man. All right, that's why the Lord said you can't serve two masters, man.
You double set up. Boy. That's the spirit, ain't it? That right here. Let's get this one first for him. He said that one, then he said that's the spirit.
It's Matthew chapter 6 and verse 19. It reads, lay up not for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal.
Right. So the main thing you should be trying to hoard up in these times is wisdom. The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. Because as Isaiah 30:26 tells us that wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our times, and the strength of our salvation, and the fear of the Lord is our treasure. All right. So this is why we're able to be able to conceptualize what's going on in the earth, man, and not bug out. A lot of these people, they're bugging out because they can't handle the satanic shit that's being brought out, man.
It's too much.
And the more and more that it's going to be revealed, because they only released, like, I think they said 1,000 pages of that Epstein list. Out of that, you know, and so that's the tip of the iceberg, man.
3 million pages.
Yeah,
So,
that's just some little.
and like I said, what's coming out is light.
Yeah.
It's not even really what they really doing. All right, you don't. Hey, like I said, man, Spirit has been on Apostle Gabar to be going into these old documentaries that they were watching. You know, they always reference, man. And I've been, you know, I've been tapping in and listening to like the John Todd, the Millennium 2000, different things. They've been talking about this, the things that they was doing behind. And you think that they're trying to label the Edomites as conspiracy theorists, but then the shit that they were saying back then is actually coming out today, showing you that it's true. It's no longer a conspiracy theory; it's fact.
Yeah, that's one guy said. I think the conspiracy theorists are 37-0. Hey,
They're
yeah,
undefeated because the shit is true. The definition of conspiracy theorist was created ultimately to throw people off from the truth, man. So if somebody has been made privy to what's going on, all you gotta do is label them as a conspiracy theorist, and everybody's gonna think they're crazy.
And they use that like crazy in the Bush administration too.
That's right.
If I could add, pretty much, you know, Esau got a thing to where he said, you know, if you can name it, you can tame it. You know, so the things like the chariots or the events, you know, the current events in the news and stuff like that, you know, Esau put a label on it. You see, but the scriptures say that there's nothing you can do against the truth but for the truth.
True, right. And that's why the Spirit of the Lord gives us the ability to marry these things with the scriptures to show you that everything we're bringing out is showing you who exactly the man that's ruling the world is, man. He is the wicked. He's Satan in the flesh, man. All right, which proves to us that we have to be the children of the Most High because we're the only ones speaking out against the wickedness that's going on, man.
All roads leads to Esau.
That's it.
That conspiracy, the word conspiracy pretty much means with one consent, man. Right?
Yeah.
To be in the same spirit. Right? So for you to think that there's a group of people coming in one accord to destroy the earth, that's not a wild statement to make, man.
It means when two or more are complicit to do an evil act. Conspire, yeah. So just showing that hey, Psalm 83 lets us know exactly what has gone on, man. You know, because like you go into like the Council of Foreign Relations, the UN, the different things, you know, even for here in America, man, you know, that all these devils have put all these different secret societies all throughout his time of rulership to try to, you know, keep things hidden what their plans are, but through the Spirit of the Lord, there's always something that's always brought it out. All right, whistleblowers or you know, them putting it out themselves, man. Because that's one thing they never thought about was the internet truly revealing these things that we've been saying and showing what they've been doing, man. Because like I said, they've always told you.
Right.
So you had the other one.
Right. Yeah, you had that rabbi. What's his name? Rabbi Finkelstein.
Finkelstein, yeah.
And he just came out and told y'all, hey, we put y'all's children in y'all's burgers, man.
That came out years ago. Remember when we first came? And I know it's older than that.
That's old.
But when we first came in, we was talking about that. Everybody was like, "Nah, that's crazy."
Right.
But now it's an Epstein file. Like I said, you got
Goyim is all. They said Goyim is all through that. Jeff. Everybody say Goyim, and they talking about fucking American.
yeah, nigga Epstein talking about something. I'm gonna go back to eating regular food. I gotta lay off the jerky. Like this nigga was eating people. Talking about he gonna take a break and go back to eating regular food. Like, bro, what the fuck are we talking about, bro?
This shit is crazy,
That nigga
bro.
was trying to find a cure for mad cow disease because you get that disease from eating the
Flesh.
human flesh. Yeah.
Yeah. And say nigga had a lip moving and the shaking and shit.
Yeah,
you know?
you can see a lip in that was like this shit was all swole up because they shake. They'll shake like when you. It's the shakes. Like even in that movie,
Look at Eli.
and he'd be like, "Let me see your hands," and then motherfuckers be shaking. The motherfuckers be eating people, man.
Bro, because that's why the scripture tell us not to eat blood because life is in the blood.
Yep.
All right, and when you do that, like I said, that's where the diseases come from, man.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, you got Jake that hear these things and won't speak out against it because they got contracts with this man.
Yep. They with it.
This is Matthew 6 and verse 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other.
Yeah. And they holding on. This, like the brother said, these people in this society are holding on to the little bit of this bullshit they got left, man.
Right.
That's why they don't want to cleave until you how about your mouth shine, especially you tribes. You want to hold on to this little fucking existence, man. You want to hold on to this life when it's done.
Yeah.
Like it's done. They done show, like America's done. This shit is cooked, man.
Right, and that's why the minuscule things, your side missions, it shouldn't supersede what the main mission is, man. Remember, we're all pilgrims here, man.
Yeah.
All right, Scripture tells us to be as pilgrims on earth, man. A pilgrim is a man traveling to a holy place, man. All right, this whole walk is our repentance all right, of us trying to get back in good with the Heavenly Father, man, and call halam like Yahweh Shai, that the Lord gave us Yahweh Shai as that forerunner to show us how to get back to Him, man. All right, he allowed Him to come down here and sacrifice Himself so that we can have that opening made back open to us, man.
Yeah, because right now we're in the land, we're in the wilderness all over again,
Right,
man.
and you got these idiots out here that literally will choose this world over the Lord, man.
Yeah.
Niggas love their job, love their family, love whatever the fuck they out here doing versus truly giving themselves over to the Lord, man.
They love being in captivity.
That's it. Nigga love being a slave. Well, I love my job. Oh, Stephen A. Smith ass nigga, man.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know?
doing everything to make my boss happy.
I'm making money.
Yeah, I'm making my boss money. That's a nigga,
I got
man.
this.
His
I
eyes,
got that.
his eyes, hey, his eye is fully dark, man.
Right.
And it's corrupt, man.
But the true money is the wisdom.
Yeah.
The scripture's not saying that money is a defense.
Yep.
Wisdom is a defense. All right, but it says that riches aren't coming to a niggard though, man. A nigger doesn't know what to do with money, especially not real money, with something of substance.
Yeah.
That's why when you see a nigga get something, what they do, they abuse it.
Abuse it. Yep. Yep.
And the truth more valuable than rubies, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wisdom according to the Bible is more precious than anything.
Because when this shit go, bro, we gonna know what to do in that time. You people out here not. You're unable to really understand the gravity of what's about to happen out here, man. These devils are about to let demons loose out here. That's why you see these different spirits starting to conjure up to where people is getting murdered,
Yep.
you know, all type of crazy ass ways, man.
Judgment.
It's judgment. These death angels are being let loose more and more. You know, you about to see all type of creatures you've never seen before pop up. Can we get that in Sirach 38?
Yeah, the Lord is giving them over to that carnal mind.
Yeah.
He's giving you over to them spirits, man. You want it, you gonna get it, man. And that's why when the Lord's judge you, it's justified. That's why it's called what? Indignation, man. Righteous anger.
Yeah, because like I said, you hearing right now it's the talk of the child sex trafficking, them eating babies. But let's a good movie so you can kind of understand the mind of this devil is that movie Cabin in the Woods. You know, they showed you all them creatures that was fucking them up at the end. That they actually do that shit. Chimeras and all that, they're doing that. So when you see these creatures that's being talked about, the Lord is saving some of these creatures to be let loose in the time of Jacob's trouble, man.
You know, they've been experimenting on DNA. They've been they have that CRISPR,
Splicing genes.
Yep.
CRISPR. They have all these splicing genes and stuff. So they have to have tested it on something.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, they must
They
have
got the
created some other
sleeve.
shit.
They got the sleeve where it's like the body thing. It's a lot of weird shit he saw.
Yeah, you got the robots.
Yeah, the robots. You got motherfuckers, man. You got robots walking around as people.
You don't know.
You don't know.
Hey, Joe Biden could have been a robot. They said the nigga died in 2015. So the nigga that was president, you don't know what that was.
Yeah, they showed like on that one clip they showed Joe Biden this tall than the other one. This
Nigga
tall.
6'4".
Yeah.
Hey,
Like,
yo,
that makes
it's
sense.
bugged out.
Because when they got masks like real
Fleshly
They got
masks,
real
man.
masks that look just like people.
Yep.
Like really look just like them, man.
Hey, when
The
they zoomed in on
hands
nigga's face, you see the fucking shit peeling off his
peeling
ear.
off his skin.
You know,
fucking
Back of his
hair,
neck.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just a lot of nasty
But
work.
the face, when you look at the real Joe Biden and that President Joe Biden, their faces didn't even look the same, man.
Two different people, man.
This is real witchcraft at work right now, man.
Yeah, but as the scripture said, what is it? Numbers 23 and 23. There's no enchantment upon Jacob.
Yeah.
We can see past the bullshit, man.
Yeah.
The Lord put the Holy Spirit on us where we can see the bullshit. He put the Spirit on these truthers to call it out. Why? So the men of the Lord can perceive it, man.
Yeah, and the thing about it is that scripture only applies to the elect.
That's it.
Because
Yeah.
if you don't have the truth, then those enchantments are still gonna blind your eyes.
You're gonna be in a state of confusion.
Yeah.
Some stuff you'll see,
Yeah.
but some stuff you'll be confused on. You won't understand it, man. You can't line it up with the true source.
Like an
man.
example, like you said, the truthers. The truthers, they'll expose
Yup.
what's going on, and they try to go in the scriptures and
Ain't
butcher it.
butcher the fuck,
Right.
man.
Because they don't have it.
They
They
be-
don't have the Holy Spirit,
They,
man.
man, they be like, man, the angels, man, and the reptilians and
Yeah, because it's like, John Tyler, you listen to him, and he'll go into all the witchcraft, and then he'll be like, Revelation 13
Yeah,
and
yeah,
16.
beast.
Nigga said it's the mind, the hand is the action, And it's
Yeah.
talking, they all talking about the Antichrist.
Yeah, and then
Jordan Maxwell, all the niggas
Yeah.
talking about the Antichrist, not realizing there's multiple Antichrists.
Yeah,
man.
then be talking about the beast. You got the beast is coming. The beast is gonna rise out the sea. You be like, what the fuck is this?
And them niggas on that damn.
They didn't have it.
They can't
They
see.
can't have it.
They can't see through
It wasn't meant for them.
They ain't got the light.
Their role was to play like how Psalm 64 said it. The
Yeah.
tongue's gonna fall upon. They're that third witness exposing their own people, man.
Yes, it helps benefit the ministry, man.
But, go ahead.
Bonsarot 39 and verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes.
Right. Those spirits created for vengeance going into, those death angels, those newly created creatures, all right? And the creatures that have been, mysticized, but the Lord's gonna let come out.
Oh, yeah.
Number one, chiefly, is Leviathan.
Leviathan,
Because that topic has been coming out within the last couple weeks. I don't know if y'all been seeing it on social
I've seen
media.
it.
They said down in Antarctica they were seeing some shit.
I was on that last
Yeah,
night.
bro.
Antarctica. I'm up there looking at Antarctica last night, like one in the morning.
Yeah,
No
that's why the ice is melting.
Yeah. They said.
Leviathan is waking up. He gonna wake up when ice melts.
And guess what? There's multiple Leviathans.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go into that. Matter of fact, we're gonna get spooky real quick. Let's get you can finish that whole Job, the one in Psalms, and go. Matter of fact, before we get Job, go in Genesis, because we'll tell you that Leviathan is written all over the Bible, man. Go ahead.
Bonsarot 39 and 28, it says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
Right. These are creatures that are about to be let loose for the sole purpose of judgment. Like the spirit has been on brothers to go into. Like I said, Leviathan. The brother Kaya up in Canada, he was going into Bigfoot. All right, which Bigfoot is a real thing. Because when you go into the different Gadite, tales, almost every tribe has a story about Bigfoot, man. Sasquatch, Yeti, whatever. So you're gonna see, like you may mention, the CRISPR. All right, because that show you that that's true. Esau let it be known of what they're doing for good. They'll have a mouse with a fucking ear on the back trying to say that they're trying to figure out how to regrow limbs. So if they're doing that for that, how much more for wickedness, man? I did that video on that TikTok channel a couple years ago where the dude had the little lab and he was taking the DNA of different animals and putting them together and then creating them and then letting them into the wild. So that shit is true. There's gonna be shit out here that you're not gonna be able to conceptualize because you be like, yo, there's no way this is real, and that shit gonna kill you.
He gonna drop them off in these cities, man.
Verse
This
20,
shit living up under your house right now. You don't even know it's been there. Waiting to kill your ass
Up
when the
under
time
these
comes.
cities. Yep. Especially you go on this thing, you be like, I was watching last night, the lady dog was just looking at shit. What are you looking at? It was a fucking big ass demon at the goddamn door.
Yeah.
Then just ran off and shit. Oh shit, like
Yeah, it was like a dude. It was a Jake that had he had opened his door. He saw this big ass creature run by his house. There's shit out here that y'all don't really understand that is out here. You just only concerned about what you know about. Dogs, cats, lions, tigers, bears. No, there's way more shit out there than that, bro.
Like you also had Esau open up the certain
portals.
So who knows what came out through that, man?
Yeah, cause I've been seeing videos of that too. Yeah, this woman, she was in the country, and she had you just see her freaked out, and then she flipped the camera, and it was this tall ass figure, it's in the woods, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go back inside." And she was scared. You could tell she was scared as shit. That wasn't no fake ass shit, man.
I seen one like that when it was a big figure by the trees, about the size of the trees.
That's what I'm talking about.
And the trees was moving and shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
We also see people seeing stuff in their Ring cameras, man.
Oh,
They
yeah.
cameras on their house. They can't explain.
Yeah,
So
so
this stuff is real.
These demons and spirits, they're gonna start showing themselves too, man. That goes into that as well, man. All right, like brothers have caught, pictures of demons, videos of spirits, man. So hey, it's about to get spooky out here, man.
I didn't see it personally.
Me too. I've seen spirits, man.
The king of terrors.
Yeah, hey, the Lord. Hey, remember, the Egyptians, Wisdom of Solomon 17. Let's get that real quick.
Oh, y'all got
The Egyptians saw that shit, man. We'll hold that. We'll hold that.
Apparitions.
Right.
Yep. It was so
Got it.
dark.
Yeah. This is Wisdom of Solomon 17. I'll start at 13. It says, and the expectation from within being less counted the ignorance, more than the cause that bringeth the torment.
Go up a little bit.
Nah,
that's a-
nah.
yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Read it.
Sirach 39 and verse 29. It says, fire and hell and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Like as we got earlier, Isaiah 62, verse 1. All right, ultimately the Lord is ultimately bringing judgment, because how the world has been ran, it's been ran in wickedness, so the Lord is bringing that vengeance. So it says, fire and hell and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction.
Yeah, there's gonna be creatures out here that shoot fire at their mouth. You know, they're able to, emit electricity, and that's not far fetched because they show you that in Project Power. That's the pills that gave people powers, and there's animals on the planet that are able to do that now. You got like the pistol shrimp, the electric eel.
Right.
You know, certain if you go like deep into like the depths of the ocean, all right, certain animals that's down there that they found that can glow in the dark, you know, bioluminescent, whatnot, man. Anglerfish, yeah, all that, man. And like I said, Leviathan being, you know, the chief example of that.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 17 and verse 9. For though no terrible thing did fear them, yet being scared with beasts that passed by, and hissing of serpents.
Yeah,
They-
beasts pass by, as the brother just said in red, man.
Yeah.
Beasts you ain't gonna be able to name, and you ain't gonna know what it is, man.
Right.
Especially them little creepy ass sounds and shit. Be at night, you hear that, you be like,
Because you gotta remember during this time they
Be out in the wilderness.
it's gonna be dark.
Because hey,
Ain't no
these
shit, ain't
these
shit
city
gonna be
lights
dark.
and all this it's gonna be dark out here, man.
You got to think about it. You're gonna be hiding around a corner. You're gonna look up street. You're gonna see something just run behind somebody.
You ain't
You're
gonna
like,
be
what
able
the
to
fuck
see.
is that?
Cause
man?
look, like for brothers that's been out in the country, you know when it's
Oh, it's
nighttime,
dark.
but it's dark.
Oh, okay.
You don't the shit that you see now because you got all these city lights out here. You can drive into the city, you see all that shit's gonna be done with in that day, man. So it's gonna be pitch black out here, and something as small as a fucking coyote or a wolf, that shit gonna scare shit out you because you ain't gonna know what it is, man.
Yes, man.
Hey, when you go out to the Appalachian Mountains, they tell you don't open your doors at night. Make sure you got your windows and blinds closed at night because there's things that are moving around in those woods.
Yeah. Because they got accounts of, bears breaking into people's houses and different things like that. So just imagine that times 100 in the time of judgment when the Spirit is on the Lord to have those animals come into your city. Because right now, animals ain't really, doing that because it's a spirit on them to be away from the people. But like we started seeing that kind of go away during COVID. Because when the cities was empty, the animals was coming back out in the streets and shit, man. So when there ain't no food, all right, and all that shit, they're gonna come right back out here, man. And you people gonna be the food, man.
And real quick, it was a quick testimony. My homeboy, I think this was last year, he was out, it was behind his house, it was real dark, he had his dog out. Same shit, you said coyotes, a motherfucking coyote ran in front of him, they didn't even notice shit. Dark as hell, he couldn't even see it. Then the neighbor said something the following day, like, did y'all see that little coyote thing out here the other day and stuff like that? And he fell, he said he about fell, because that's how scared he was, because he could feel it, like something running in front of him.
Yeah, I saw
Like
that at work.
That shit.
Bro, see how the job is, bro. When we leave work, you gotta go up this big ass hill. It literally was a coyote that ran up and was looking at us and ran off, bro. So just when the spirit has on them animals, they start attacking people, man. You gonna be in for it, man. If you ain't got the cover, man. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes, bro.
Oh, yes.
And it's good to watch them type of nature shows because they show you how animals act.
Yeah,
man.
especially
And
like
they're
the wolves.
and they're not stupid. They're
Nah.
gonna lure you somewhere or run you to a certain area
'Cause the way-
where a bunch of their friends gonna be
The
waiting.
wolf,
on
the
you.
wolf and the coyote, they move the same way. They always send the weak like up ahead, and the other the older up in ahead, and they have the alphas separated in the back.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like scouts. Like
yeah, they
how
scout.
men
Yeah,
do. It's like that.
It's man, animals are smart, bro.
It's thanks to
very
Esau that make it seem like the animals are stupid, but they're not.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 17 and verse 10. They died for fear, denying that they saw the air, which could of no side be avoided.
Yeah, because it was so dark out there that whatever sound that they were hearing, shit was worse than what they thought. Because they, like you said, they couldn't see. They didn't know what was going on. So just the littlest of things you know, fucking paper rustling and whatnot. They were afraid because they thought they was gonna, you know, die, man.
Right. It said, well, darkness that can be felt.
Yeah, it said because we reading that chapter it talked about how you could light a flame and put your hand in front of it, and you couldn't even see the fire.
Yep.
Man.
And you couldn't even. It'd be so dark the flame wouldn't even light.
Yeah,
It'd be so dark the flame wouldn't even light up, man.
and guess what? The Lord said He's gonna bring the plagues of Egypt to Babylon, man. So hey, that could happen here.
Yeah.
They talking about EMPs, right?
Right.
Go ahead.
Continuing on, verse 11. For wickedness condemned by her own witness is very timorous, and being impressed with conscience always forecasteth grievous things. For fear is nothing else but a betraying of the succors which reason offereth.
Right. So ultimately saying that, you know, we had thankfully we have the spirit of wisdom because we understand fear. All right. All right. Fear is nothing more than betraying of the help that reason offers. So we understand that through prophecy that these things are going to happen. So that's why I say we're not going to bug out, you know, in that time. Versus the people out here that don't have no understanding of why these things are happening, they're going to be booked because they're not going to know what's next. We know what's coming, man. We know all these things are plagues and judgments that the Lord is bringing upon Egypt, all right, which is Babylon now, all right, America, all right, for her destruction, you know. So we're of the righteous. The Lord's not going to allow nothing to befall us. But for you people out here, man, that's why they're going to fear. Because you're going to be just like these Egyptians, man. Totally in the dark, literally and physically, man.
Isaiah 33:6. But it says, verse 13, and the expectation from within being less counteth the ignorance more than the cause which bringeth the torment.
Yeah, because that fear, all right, will have you overthinking shit to where it's not even as bad as it seems. But you're so afraid that it's going to override your logical thinking, man.
Right, the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
And that lines up with Luke 21. It says their hearts failing them. People gonna be out here really dropping dead, having fucking heart attacks.
Yeah,
and
because
shit.
that intense stress puts a lot of strain on your heart. That's why the scripture talks about give not your mind over to heaviness, man. That stress, that's one of the main killers of, especially Jake, man. Jake men. Go ahead.
Continuing on. It says, verse 14, but they sleeping the same sleep that night, which was indeed intolerable, and which came upon them out of the bottoms of inevitable hell.
Niggas couldn't even sleep. They were so scared, man. You know, that's gonna be the people out here, man. Go ahead.
Restless.
Yeah.
Motherfucker might be sleeping right beside a damn beast. I mean, motherfucker laying up, beast right behind him, just sitting there.
Yeah, I saw a post on Threads yesterday. It was an Edomite photographer. He had went to sleep in a safari and woke up with a cheetah sitting beside him.
Tap him on the shoulder.
And then he woke up. He was scared to move because he didn't want to wake it up.
Damn.
Go ahead.
You know he did. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, who knows?
Verse 15. It says, we're partly vexed with monstrous apparitions and partly fainted, their heart failing them for a sudden fear and not looking for came upon them.
Right. So this is what we're talking about with those spirits beginning to manifest, man. All right. And we've already starting to see that take place. All right. When Esau opened up CERN or activated CERN, you had what was that last year when the Pope opened up the doors?
This last year.
You know, it's a lot of enchantments that they're doing to bring because the elites want to open the spiritual realm to the physical realm. They're trying to merge the two realities. That's what Stranger Things was about.
Right.
The whole upside down.
Right.
According to what I heard, when I was looking into that actually goes back to an experiment that they tried to do. I forget the name of it. Montauk Project. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was based on true events to a degree because the concept of 11 there actually is a woman that was able to do what she was doing.
Right.
You know, because it is witches and warlocks out here too.
Right.
You know.
I wanted to add, you also had that thing in Miami that happened
True.
last year.
Yeah. 2 years ago.
Oh, 2 years ago? Kind of the whole thing, the apparition and everything people saw.
They opened up portals, man.
Right.
So hey, you're about to see a lot of shit that you ain't gonna be able to explain.
And that movie, The Mist, the military had opened up those portals and allowed those creatures out.
Right.
You know, it's the reason why they're showing you all these shows and movies, man. Because they're conditioning you to get ready to start seeing this shit, man.
Good show too.
What?
It. Welcome to Derry.
Derry. Okay, kind.
Continuing on. It says, verse 16. So then, whosoever there fell down was straightly kept.
Hey, it's the spirit you said that too, because what gave that demon power was the fear.
Yep.
You know, that's why the Lord told us, you know, He gonna give us power to tread upon serpents and all that, because we're actually over the demons. All right, we have the spirit of Yahweh by Shemel Shah. Hey, the demons, hey, they actually are supposed to bow to us, man. So you shouldn't be afraid of these demons, but these people don't know that, and they don't know the Lord. So the demons got full dominion over them, man.
Demon just mean intelligence, man.
Right.
Playing on your mind, your psyche. That's why when you watch movies, motherfuckers, they be seeing shit and they don't be there and shit. Just playing on your mind, man. That's all it be doing.
It says, verse 16. So then, whosoever there fell down was straightly kept, shut up in a prison without iron bars.
Right. So they was in a prison of their own mind because of fear. You know, so like you said earlier, people are gonna be bugging out just off of straight fear because they're not gonna be able to understand what's going on or why.
Yeah, you're gonna see, that's what I'm saying. You're gonna see people out here just losing it and literally hallucinating and going crazy. Because they just so damn scared, man.
Like you saw, for example, it wasn't in extreme what we're talking about, but like that Mo that was in the airport, you know, screaming at everybody.
Yeah.
That's like beginning stage of that, because you would tell he was bugged out off of what he found out in the Epstein file. He was going around screaming at people, y'all acting like this is normal. So how much more when shit really start, you know, being brought out of the Satanism that's being done, and they're gonna start releasing videos and pictures, because the DOJ said that they have the videos, they have pictures of what's being done. All right, the picture you saw of Prince Andrews,
That's slight.
that was bullshit compared to what they're really doing,
They
man.
about to show you baby legs in somebody's mouth. Want me to picture that? They gonna show you.
They're gonna show you Hillary
rituals.
Clinton with the
mask,
the girl face on her face,
They
man.
gonna show you all that
Frazzle
shit,
drip,
man.
right? They're gonna show you all this. That's where Castaway came from. Wilson, that was Hillary Clinton putting that girl face on, man.
Chainsaw Massacre.
All that. They been doing that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chainsaw. They been doing it. They ain't number rituals, man. All these movies, Chainsaw Massacre, that's number rituals, man. Cause that movie, they try to put it like that was a real guy. You look at it, that wasn't a real guy, man.
Right.
That was just them putting characters out there, the shit that we doing behind the scenes, man.
Yeah, because in that movie, you know, they ate people.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
ate
Chainsaw
people.
Massacre.
Yeah, they ain't people. Yeah.
The older one.
Continue on this.
That was really cool. You know, let's get that Genesis dealing with it, because like I said, the thing we're gonna go into real quick is with Leviathan, because this is showing that we're entering into the time of judgment, because Esau has been speaking about this as of late, because they saw the thing in Antarctica and multiple parts of the world where they see that it's talks of something going on in the ocean, man, but they can't explain what's going on.
Yeah, the Lord has horror prepared for this place, man.
Genesis.
Anyone, but the one in Genesis that talks about the whales, like
Oh, Genesis 1?
Genesis 1, yeah, because when you go into that word, it says Leviathan.
I know in second Ezra it has it too.
And whatever ones y'all got, let's just, you know, go into it. Because them creatures, you know, you about to see your type of shit come out. You know, this is why you gotta prepare your mind. The part of what the betrothal period is to prepare your mind for the unspeakable things that you're not gonna be able to explain in that time, man.
Yeah, it's time to be desensitized.
Real quick, while you're looking for that, get Job 39, where it says, "Fill Zion with thy unspeakable oracles." That's a part of those oracles. Man.
Sirach 39.
Find it.
Yeah, I got it.
Genesis.
Go ahead, get it.
Get that Sirach first. Just type in unspeakable oracles.
This is Sirach chapter 39, verse 36. This is Sirach chapter 36 and verse 14. It says, "Fill Zion with thy unspeakable oracles."
The oracle goes into a divinely inspired message, all right, prophecy ultimately, man. You know, so what we're going into is showing you the will of the Lord and what He's about to bring into the earth, man. So our job is to go into these things so that your mental and your spirit can be prepared for what's coming, man. Because like I said, you don't hear camps talk about the chariots. You don't hear camps talk about, the angels and demons and things like that, because ultimately they don't believe in these things.
They
Man.
don't, all they want to do is let you know you Israel.
Right. So when these things start happening, man, their congregation gonna bug out, man.
But that's the spirit you said there. I was on TikTok the other day, and I don't his name, it said One West guy or some shit. So I'm just looking, I'm just looking, and they asking a question. So I said, what is the mark of the beast? That nigga kept jumping around my comment like 3 times. He was answering everybody's question. I was like, what is the mark of the beast? Question mark. And you can see him just scrolling past my shit. I like, that's all you simple ass niggas want to do, man. You don't want to talk about the privacy. You don't want to talk about nothing else but the simple shit, man. Fucking niggas, man. This is Sirach chapter 36, verse 14. Fill Zion with thy unspeakable oracles and thy people with thy glory.
And like I said, that's the judgment and the salvation. Those are the main 2 topics that majority of your speaking should be about.
Yep.
It ain't about trying to make it on this side and building the kingdom to the kingdom and all that, trying to make it here and all that. That's all bullshit, because we know this society is over with.
Did you know King David was black?
He played the harp.
Yeah, I got the precept. Like, stupid ass, man. Nobody want to hear nothing. I mean, that's edification, but it's not.
But
it's not in season.
It comes a point to where you have to graduate past those type of topics.
Yeah, that's
and
not
we go into it for edification's sake, because there's always new listeners waking up. But that's not the bulk of a message, though. Man.
Yeah, the message. What can you? Your question. How can I get salvation?
That's it.
That's it. What can I do to get salvation? What's the names?
Right.
What's the names, and what did I need to be doing to set my house in order for salvation? That's it, man.
Right.
All that little other stuff right now. If we come out, all right. But right now, you need to be focused on salvation, man.
Salvation
That's
and prophecy.
That's it. That's it,
That's
man.
all that matters, man. Go ahead.
Genesis chapter 1 and verse 21, it says, and the powers created great whales and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind, and the power saw that it was good.
Right. So going to that word Wales.
Sea monsters.
It says,
Kanye.
Danyan, and it says dragon, serpent, sea monster. It says sea or river monster. It says serpent, venomous snake. It says marine or land monster.
Yeah, hey, you look
say
at. I
Leviathan
see some
in there?
ancient
You don't
maps.
say Leviathan?
But that's Leviathan's the sea monster.
I mean,
it's
it's
the
the
same,
same
you know what I'm
thing.
saying?
Yeah.
What's the little long neck creature? What is the Nessie?
Behemoths.
Loch
Of course, the
Ness
scripture,
monster.
the
Loch
scripture
Ness
go into
monster.
being, but
Yeah.
it goes into the dinosaur, because
Yeah.
it's multiple dinosaurs that resemble that, because you have reports over there in Congo of those natives over there. They know that creature well. So like the brother Kaya did a video this past week, the other day, going into that, where the explorer that went over there was interviewing the people, and he was asking them about different animals, and when he pointed to the dinosaur, they was like, oh yeah, we know that, we seen that, and so that's real. The dinosaurs are in the scriptures too, man.
It's just everything has been hidden.
You got something?
Yeah, it says a great serpent, a sea monster.
A great serpent sea monster, Leviathan. And guess what? Leviathan is just the name for a type of creature. It's multiple Leviathans.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, that's
All
why
right?
he made that movie Godzilla versus
It's Kong, but it's called the creatures are called monarchs. When you, 'cause it's they made a show of it.
Yep.
It's on Apple TV. Yeah. So it's monarchs is the name of the creatures, but they're different beasts
The beasts, they
that you
different.
see that are fighting amongst each other. But they got that concept from the scriptures.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Like I was saying, it was online though. I don't know if it's real or not, but from the 1500s,
They said-
they show a map of the sea.
Oh, I got you. No, I got you.
And they had a picture on
No,
it.
it's real. Matter of fact, it's the book. It's the book. The Lost Tribes. Book we always quote. When you look at the cover, it's an ancient map, and they show Leviathan over in the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
You look at all the ancient maps; they show the different maps. They show the creatures in the ocean.
And they show, and on the map, it showed a sea monster pulling the ship down to
Yeah,
the sea.
yeah. I
That
think it's
was normal.
Lost Tribes, the Promised Land. I think the name of the book.
Yeah.
When you look at,
Sanders.
yeah, somebody pull that cover up and put it in the screen, but they show you that on the cover.
Yep.
But them ancient maps, they will show you that the Kraken and all that, because they know that those sea monsters are real.
What's it called again?
I think it's Lost Tribes in the Promised Land or something like that.
Lost
That's
Tribes.
the spirit. Elder brought that out. Yeah, because when you look at them old maps, it show
It show
you
you that.
it show you like the Leviathan, the sea
The
monsters,
Kraken
and
and
shit.
all that. But
yeah,
in
the Kraken.
the
Yep,
areas
Kraken.
that they show them at is the areas to where Esau can't get to, which is like the Bermuda Triangle, the Mariana Trench, and different things like that.
They big as shit.
You know, that's why them ancient sailors, when you watch the movies with the boats and shit, they'll tell you how treacherous the ocean was because
Yeah, that's what they was talking about.
Them creatures,
Yep,
man.
that's what they was
That's
talking
not
about.
folklore,
Them
man.
them big ass fucking squids and shit.
Yeah.
That shit's real, man.
Because you talk about a squid, it's an actual animal called the colossal squid.
Yep.
Well, that shit is huge, and they actually have they found pictures of them. When them shits is like I can't even describe how big it is, man. It's like multiple buses together.
They got all types of creatures.
I seen that in a minute.
I got you. Let me get this.
Yeah.
This is 2nd Ezra 6 and verse 47.
And we'll get that Job and Psalms.
Right, this is just land backing off that Genesis. But this is it says upon the
Dragons and
fifth.
shit, right?
Yeah. It's the reason why you look at the Chinese so-called Chinese New Year calendar, and dragons is all over their culture.
Right.
All right.
And it'd be it's certain places that people will show you that damn, don't that look like a sleeping? It looked just like a sleeping dragon, man.
Not necessarily like the dragon that you see in movies,
Yeah.
because you have like a Komodo dragon. That's a dragon. Because all dragon is just a lizard.
Yep.
But they say it's flying lizards. But we don't know how true all that is because they're hiding that information. But it is reports of these things that they see.
These
You
things
know?
exist.
They do exist. It's no reason that these stories have been preserved for millenniums if they're fake.
Exactly.
You know?
And how the hell you just come out of your ass and put it on cartoons and shit? Cause that was going on when we was little ass kids. It'd be in cartoons, the little Disney cartoons, the damn
Mulan.
yeah, Mulan. You like what the hell? Come on, man.
Shit, even recently in China, that I think you brought this out. That one Jake woman, she was listening, and the news popped up, and they said they found islands.
Oh yeah. She was at a nail salon. Nail salon, and they were speaking in Chinese, but she knew how to speak Chinese. They said the news report was showing that I forgot. I think it was Moab. The soldiers had found an island where it was dinosaurs, and the dinosaur. They said it was one that they never heard of before, where they were able to cloak itself. That's why they got the new Jurassic Park, the one where I forgot the name of it. It could turn itself invisible. They got that from that report.
It's all types of stuff, man.
In remote areas.
Because Esau has not searched out the whole world.
Yeah, as he wants you to think.
Yeah, it's a majority. I say he's only looked at I don't want to use a wrong number. He's only seen a minimal part of the world.
Yep.
All right, he hasn't searched out the Amazon
ain't
rainforest.
searched out the Amazon sea.
Congo. It's more. It's a
South
good
America.
chunk of the world he has not found.
Yeah, in South America, they got alligators down there the size of buses in them damn waters, bro.
Yeah,
Man.
Dead ass.
and them things have been alive for hundreds of years.
You know what I'm saying?
Also in these damn caves.
Oh yeah, there's creatures in them caves. That's why they make these Hollywood movies not just
Based
for
on
shock
conspiracies.
value and
Yeah.
suspense. No, they know shit. They just haven't put
Yeah,
it to the
and
public.
some of them shits they got locked up.
And you got caves under the oceans.
Cause you'll watch them damn down at the Jurassic Park and they going to grab a creature. They really be doing that shit. They really be trying to do shit like that. They got certain creatures they really got in vaults and shit, man.
Yeah, well, that's why the scripture say, I think in Job, it goes into how if Esau caught Leviathan, he would chop him up, try to sell his parts. And
He
shit
would try
like
to
that.
have him in the zoo like
Yeah,
Jurassic Park.
exactly,
man.
exactly.
You're not gonna
Talk
be able to
about
do
that.
that.
Hell
You're not gonna be able to do that, man.
You know, I think it's like
Just
Job
a
41
man.
or
Yeah, you
something
go get right
like
to
that.
the point he quoted.
Guys, Job 41, and I'll start verse 1.
Yeah,
It reads,
the whole chapter, right?
Yep.
Canst thou draw out Leviathan with an hook, or his tongue with a cord, which thou lettest down?
Yeah, you can't hunt Leviathan, man. Leviathan is the hunter.
Right.
You know, because that creature. Matter of fact, I said you already right there. It's gonna go into that
1 second.
because the ocean belongs to Leviathan. The land that was given to man, the waters, the seas was given to Leviathan, man.
Right. That's what you call an apex predator.
Yeah. Real quick, then we'll go
Real
back to that.
apex.
The real apex.
The creme de la creme.
This is 2nd Ezra 6 and verse 5. It says, upon the 5th day, thou saidest unto the 7th part, where the waters were gathered, that it should bring forth living creatures, fowls and fishes, and so it came to pass. For the dumb water and without life brought forth living things at the commandment of the Most High, that all people might praise thy wondrous works. Then didst thou ordain 2 living creatures, the one called Enoch and the other Leviathan.
Yeah.
It says, and this separate the one from the other for the 7th part, namely where the water was gathered together, might not hold them both. Unto Enoch thou gavest 1 part, which was dried up the 3rd day, that he should dwell in the same part wherein are 1,000 hills.
If I'm not mistaken, Enoch goes into man, right?
Right.
Yeah, learn man.
Learn men, and then Leviathan is going into
Sea creatures. Verse 52. But unto Leviathan thou gavest verse 53, Salakia. Unto the 6th day thou gavest commandment. That was it.
Kind.
You know.
So, like I said, the waters belong to Leviathan. That's why Esau he can't really explore the waters like he wants to, because the Lord has certain parts of the ocean sealed off, because it's not meant for him to know that. All right. So when Leviathan reveals himself, it's going to be because the Lord, activated him pretty much, not because you went down there and you found him. No. If you see Leviathan, it's because he wanted you to find him.
Yeah, exactly. Your little missiles won't do nothing. All that shit ain't gonna do nothing.
This is Psalms 104 and verse 25. It says, so is this great and wide sea, wherein are things creeping innumerable, both small and great beasts. There go the ships. There is that Leviathan whom thou hast made to play therein.
Yeah, I remember like 5 years ago, 8 years ago, who knows, 10 maybe. They were blowing up nuclear bombs in the middle of the ocean.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. And they show you that in Godzilla.
They did. They did. And people were questioning, but why the hell are they dropping nukes in the ocean? They were talking about they were testing nuclear missiles, but really they was trying to hit Leviathan.
Yeah. They know he's down there. Because like I said, it's a story that you can look up. It's called The Bleak. When you go into that, there's they have the submarines that be underwater for months or whatnot, and it said it was a certain sound that got emitted that was the frequency was something they never heard before.
Right.
And it was like the how it sounded, it was like a creature that was like they couldn't describe the size. It was huge. Right. And they never really explained what that was, but that was going into Leviathan.
Yeah. And they even have videos of submarines going down there.
Yeah, they seen them.
Yeah, and they saw like, I think the one that's commonly watched, they see like a big, like something big just moving past the camera.
Yeah. There's been multiple reports like that. TikTok got them all, but you gotta use discernment, because a lot of that shit
you
be
got
bugged
them.
out.
What you call it? What's the not the great white shark? The bigger
The
one.
Megalodon.
The Megalodon.
Oh man.
Yeah,
that's
that's still
what
around
they
too.
get Meg. That movie Meg.
Yeah, the Meg,
Yeah,
back
Meg,
then,
you
because
get
the
that-
Meg,
they
they
got
said the
all that.
Megalodon was extinct. That shit's still real.
Nah,
They
it's
seen, it's been videos and they found it.
Yeah, it's still.
Well, there's
And
a
that's just
video.
one of them.
There's a video that I seen. It's been some years ago. And they was up in I think the Arctic. It seemed like the whole dam. They say it was in the ice. Like the whole ice, like an ice island moved up. And
Oh, I got
went
that
back
video.
down.
Yeah, I got that video on my phone. Yeah.
Yeah, we saw that. Yep.
Yeah.
It's all types of stuff that Lord's about to
Okay, yeah.
unleash, man.
Yeah, like I
you like-
said, man, the spirits of vengeance,
It was so big, it
man.
looked like an island.
But
You
the
think the
iceberg
whale
was
is
moving.
Yeah.
Like you think the whale is big? Its whale's bigger than the average whale. Like, come on, bro. The sea is, you can't search out the sea, man.
It's another world.
It's another
It's-
world.
it's
Remember
the
the dude that
world.
went to the island and said the water like it shifted. It was different.
Oh, the video we did.
Yeah, it was different. It was like a different. The water was different, man.
It's like silicone.
Yeah, it was different. What, like,
Because you got pockets of under the ocean
Yep.
with its own ocean.
because
Caves.
you think it's but it's deeper than the sea, cause like the sea ground, but it's deeper than there.
There's boundaries.
It's
Most
boundaries.
High got different boundaries.
Get that for the elder.
You know what I'm
Joe.
saying?
Then we'll get that Joe 41. A nigga like that gonna bug out.
He gonna bug out in the car too.
He gonna
He gonna have that
bug out and
stereo.
see some shit, man.
He gonna have that goddamn car on.
It's Job 14. Job 14 and verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, the numbers of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Right, because like we're going into the parts of the ocean, like the video me and Ashiar did a couple years ago, where it's a part of the ocean to where the fish literally create a barrier,
Yep.
and so the sub kept trying to go down and kept bouncing up,
Yep.
and the scientists that found that, they killed that dude,
Yep.
you know, because they didn't want that to be known, because Esau's narrative is that he knows everything. He searched everything out, which is bullshit, because the Lord made a wager with him. All right, if he can search the depths of the ocean, he can count the stars. The Lord said he was going to do away with the children of Israel. So that shows you that that's Esau's a liar. You know? So it's been to show you that he don't know anything because there's still creatures to this day that are being discovered that he has never seen before, man. Which is proof that we're in the end days, man.
Washing up on the beach.
Yeah.
Yep. That's dope. You brought that out because they did make the fish. The way it was so dope, the fish made like a barrier where it was like boom, boom.
You couldn't break
Get
it.
through it, man.
All types of bones.
And
Esau, he hasn't left the earth neither.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You know, he can't get past the firmament.
Yeah, the Van Allen belt.
Van
Yeah, Van Allen.
Cause like a good point Elder Malcolm always brings out. Nigga, if you went to the moon, why didn't you never go back?
Exactly. We damn sure know your tacky ass would have been. You could have been living up there. You'd have been left niggas down here to die, man.
Yeah, you wouldn't need Argentina to go hide at. You just go to a different planet.
They already have a decent
But it was a guy on TikTok where a scientist, he showed how it's a firmament where it's water, like we've been saying.
Yeah,
he put the rocket.
I did a video.
Yeah, he put the rocket in the water, and it like the one rocket with Elon Musk, how it shot up and went.
SpaceX.
It did the same shit in the water, man. He said so if he went to the moon, wouldn't it just go through water to do the same thing in water, man? It went up and poof, went straight left.
Esau
man.
knows. He said
Fucking
the
liar,
video,
man.
the video I did. He said they shot the rocket up there, and they said it was a. He described it as a water-like barrier at the
Yep.
top at the top of the heavens.
Show you
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
the Hebrew
In the
word
middle of the light,
Shemayim.
it was on the water like pushing waves.
Yep.
Yeah.
See?
Yep. Fucking devil,
So
man.
this man's a liar, man. Let's get that.
So that's why I know why it said the windows of heaven open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Water was just pouring out the sky.
Hey, matter of fact, get that real quick. Go to Genesis 1 and 6.
That's a beautiful point, yeah.
Go to Genesis 1 and 6. 'cause
Ain't gushing about it.
And it makes sense though.
Right.
Don't we got H2O? What the fuck? That's fucking water, man.
That's it.
Come on. Just like when you see your fish, he in there swimming around. When you a kid, you're like, damn, how's he doing that? We doing the same shit right
Yep.
now, though. On a different level, man. Come on, man.
That's Genesis chapter 1 and verse 6. And the power said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters.
Yeah, let it divide the waters from the waters. Let it divide the waters from the waters. This is why you have the, you got space, you got the atmosphere, or whatnot. Now go to the word firmament in the blue letter. Because that's the space, the heavens. You know, the waters out of the waters he talks about. Go ahead.
It's Strong's H 7549, Rakwayai. It says, extend surface, solid expanse, firmament, expanse. It says a vault of heaven supporting waters above.
Yeah, the vault of heaven and the supporting waters above. So like they talked in the video, they shot the rocket up to the heavens, and they said the rocket hit a water-like barrier that it couldn't penetrate. Showing you those are the boundaries the Lord set up. This man ain't left the earth, man.
His information of the earth is very minuscule, man. He's not as smart as he made himself think, bro.
Yep.
But he created shit like IQ, and things like that to try to make himself the smartest being on the earth. But he's really a dumbass.
Right.
That's the reason why he always states it by labeling them theories, hypotheses.
Guesses. Just
Yeah.
educated guesses.
Yeah. Isaac Newton's the law,
That was it.
laws and shit.
Right.
Law of physics and all
Yeah.
that shit. Shit he made up.
It says, continuing on, considered by Hebrews as solid and supporting waters above.
Yeah, see, considered by the Hebrews of solid supporting waters above. That's the firmament. That's the boundary. From there, I'll go to 2 Peter 3 and get verse 5. And then somebody give me Genesis 7 and 11 through 12, just to show you that. Hey man, there's boundaries, there's a barrier up there, man.
I got that Genesis.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Genesis chapter 7 and verse 11. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the second month, the 17th day of the month, the same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heaven were opened.
Yeah, and the windows of heaven were open. So when the flood came, okay, the Most High had waters come down from the heavens. All right, he opened up them waters above and let the waters come down, just like how it came from beneath the earth too. Go ahead.
If I could add too, when you go into the Hebrew word mayam, mayam, which means water, Then you got the water above the firmament,
Yep.
all right? Then you got the Yah. Yah means to essentially to part. You part things with your hands, and then you got the Ma at the bottom. That's the creation of water. That's why you got H2O, 2 H's. Then you got 2 M's, and then you got the Yah, which would be representative of that oxygen.
Any more?
Finishing out, Genesis 7:12, it says, and the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights.
Yeah, so think about that, man. You got the heavens opening up, you got water coming down from the heavens in beneath the earth for 40 days.
Yep.
Come on, bro. The Lord flooded the whole earth, right? Get that in Peter's for me, out.
Water word.
There you go.
It's 2 Peter chapter 3.
That's why they came out. Not to cut you off. I think it's it was some mountain. I don't know if it's Mount Everest, one of the tallest mountains or whatever, right? They found seashells and sediment on the top of those mountains. And they're like, well, how the hell did all of that get up here? It goes back to the flood, man. When the Lord flooded the earth, everything got flooded, even the highest mountains, man. So because they were wondering how were they finding seashells and crustaceans and shit like that, and soil from the ocean on the top of the mountain.
And how high is Mount Everest? 29,000 feet?
Something crazy.
Yeah.
This thing, if it's not Mount Everest,
It's one of the mountains,
one of them.
but they found it, so it proves that the flood happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me that up.
2 Peter 3 and verse 5. For this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of the Most High in the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water.
Yeah, that's what it's talking about. The earth standing out of the water and in the water, all right? That's the space, the heavens, okay? The atmosphere, the firmament, the separation of waters as the Lord created, the boundaries, man, which Esau can't pass,
Right.
you know?
Which is why it's parts of the earth that's sealed off. No matter what he tries to do to get into it, he can't, because
Right.
the Lord has it to where he can't get to it. Like we're going into, using the Bermuda Triangle as an example. It's a reason why boats and planes go missing when they go past that area,
Right.
because the Lord has that sealed off. You can't go into certain parts of the Amazon rainforest or the Congo or whatnot.
Yeah,
right?
right.
Yeah, that's hot.
Anybody else hold anything? Let's get that Job 41.
That's it.
It's Job 41 and verse 1. Canst thou draw out Leviathan with an hook, or his tongue with the cord which thou lettest down? Canst thou put an hook into his nose, or bore his jaw through with the thorn?
You're not catching them. That's the thing. You're not gonna catch them. Go ahead.
That's part of why they have these big ass drag nets that they use all the time.
Yep.
Because they use it to try to catch up whatever creatures that they think are down there, man. It says, will he make many supplications unto thee? Will he speak soft words unto thee? Will he make a covenant with thee? Wilt thou take him for a servant forever?
Yeah, you gonna make Leviathan repent?
Yeah,
Hell no, man.
See,
Yeah.
That's what they remember the dinosaur movies that did that
Yeah,
dumb
that
ass shit.
was Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
man.
on Jurassic Park. Man, get the hell out of here. That shit is not happening.
says, shot.
They've been making dinosaur pets since I was small.
Yeah, it's not happening, bro.
When that animated dinosaur scene,
Oh,
Valley of Gwangi or something like that.
Land Before Time.
Yeah,
you know,
Valley of Gwangi,
It's
something like
big,
that.
it's your imagination. Right.
Job 41 and 6. Shall the companions make a banquet of him? Shall they part him among the merchants?
Yeah, you're gonna be able to, cut up and eat Leviathan.
Yeah, chop them up.
At your,
You won't make no sushi out of him.
No,
He would trust.
Yeah.
Get your Leviathan leg.
Yeah, it's a Leviathan
Get the
sandwich.
choice cuts.
Yeah, choice cuts.
Clean cut Leviathan.
Throw some
Sell them
mustard on that
sell
shit.
them to the rich.
Yeah.
The only thing they do that with the creatures. Like you got shark fin soup
yeah.
and fucking
Yeah, they pay dearly for that stuff.
Yeah.
like you see like what's them like fishing shows, The Greatest Catch or
Yeah,
whatever.
all that shit.
See,
That's
like
how
them-
Esau was trying to do.
Yeah, them giant, cause them marlins, them tuna, like for example, tuna. Them shits get big as hell. Like you see, hey, them and they fast as shit too, man.
And y'all won't stand beside a Leviathan like this, with the fish. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he wanted to do.
Yeah, the big ass crab they have.
hanging
all
from a
that
crane.
shit.
You won't do that.
Yeah.
Hell Yeah.
That's exactly what Esau would do.
Yeah, the
Go
toenail
ahead,
ain't even. You can't even get near the toenail.
Right. Go ahead.
Job 41 and verse 7. Canst thou fill his skin with barbed irons, or his head with fish spears?
Nope.
Lay thy hand upon him.
You can't penetrate him.
No.
The same way they used to hunt whales, to collect the oil and the blubber off of them.
Yeah, like when you watch Avatar, they show you that in the second one.
Yeah.
How they was hunting the little whale-like creatures. They were shooting the harpoons off the boats and shit. You're not doing that with Leviathan, man.
It says, lay thy hand upon him, remember the battle, do no more.
Right, and the reason the Lord is speaking this, with that irony, because he knows Esau. He knows that if Esau could, he would do it. That's why, I mentioned Avatar, because when you watch that movie, Avatar is nothing more than them showing you colonialism just on a different planet.
Yeah.
Because when you watch that, they always bring out when they asked James Cameron, where are the black people in that movie? It's like they're in there, it's blue. So the Navi, that was Jake. Mainly Gad.
And you know where they really took their Avatar movie from? I think it's Pocahontas. They rewrote it just like Pocahontas.
And the New World.
Yeah, because they wrote the New World at the Pocahontas, and Avatar is at the Pocahontas, the same concept.
I know that.
Yeah, because the Avatar girl, fall in love with it, just like remember the Gadite girl fall in love, and then she bring him home. Same thing with the Avatar thing.
And that was bullshit, because fucking the dude, what's his name, like John something?
Same name. That's the same name.
John Smith.
That's
John Smith,
yes.
he raped Pocahontas. They end up, passing her around like a sex toy, man.
Yeah. Because his name is John something in the Avatar.
Sully.
Yeah.
John Sully.
Jake Sully.
Oh, Jake Sully. Sorry. Go ahead.
Job 41 and verse 9. Behold, the hope of him is vain. Shall not one be cast down even at the sight of him?
Oh, I thought you said Babylon. I was like, damn. Go ahead.
Job 41 and 11. Who hath, verse 10. Verse 9. Behold, the hope of him is vain. Shall not one be cast down even at the sight of him? None is so fierce that dare stir him up. Who then is able to stand before me?
Right. So, hey, once Leviathan is awakened, bro, it's over. You ain't pacifying his wrath, man.
Said, who hath prevented me that I should repay him? Whatsoever is under the whole heaven is mine.
Yeah, and the reason why you're not going to be able to get Leviathan as a pet, because Leviathan is he's the Lord's creature, man. So he has special care for Leviathan because he has a purpose. But like I said, his purpose is to bring judgment. So when Leviathan is seen, that's how you know it's judgment time, man.
Right. So
Even Moab know that. He made the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Moab.
They know what's dwelling in the waters. Hey, they said that them nuclear missiles, them explosions empower him or something like that. From
Yeah, they show you that in Godzilla.
He feeds off that nuclear.
That's what turned that turned the
make him
little
stronger.
blue spikes,
Yep.
whatever.
Yeah, make him grow, make him stronger.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Esau's an idiot. I'm not doing that shit.
God. Job 41 and verse 10. None is so fierce that dare stir him up. Who then is able to stand before me? Who hath prevented me that I should repay him? Whatsoever is under the whole heaven is mine. I will not conceal his parts, nor his power, nor his comely proportion.
Yeah, we're coming to the point to where that's starting to come out. Cause like they'll show you, like if you look on Google Earth, I forgot what part of the Earth they show that it's like the little swoop, and it looks like a monster head in that shit.
About
Oh, that's
Venezuela.
between the Antarctica
Venezuela,
and
yeah.
Venezuela.
Antarctica and Venezuela.
Yeah, it shows like it's breathing out of the
Yeah,
water.
so that they've been knowing, but like I said, they're not gonna let the public know this because they won't be able to handle that shit, man.
Job 41 and 13. Who can discover the face of his garment, or who can come to him with his double bridle? Who can open the doors of his face? His teeth are terrible round about. His scales are his pride, shut up together as with a close seal.
Yeah, it's like an armor. It's like the elder was saying, you're not gonna be able to penetrate his skin. So that shows you that Esau's weapons aren't gonna be shit against Leviathan when he finally comes out.
This is a sea monster, bro. monstrous sea creature. You know? Go ahead.
One is so near another that no air can come between them.
And it's like that because Leviathan dwells in the depths of the ocean to where man cannot go to. Because the deeper you get into the ocean, the more intense the sea pressure is. That's why when you start seeing those animals that's, you know, in those depths of the ocean, they look all crazy because they have to be like that to be able to survive under that pressure, man. That's why when Esau tried to take the submarines down there, they implode like the what was the shit couple years ago? What was the
Titanic.
Yeah, they had that sub.
the sub, yeah.
That was like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Right? I forgot about that.
Them niggas went down there, they went to Titanic and got crushed up because of the water pressure, man.
Shit exploded.
The submersible, that's what it was called. You know.
Goddamn Pepsi can.
And they was listening to the audio, just heard them niggas screaming as that shit was imploding on each other.
It was all over the
Beautiful.
news.
God, this is beautiful.
And it was all Rich Elite too.
Pie, you pie.
We read a little bit more and we'll switch gears.
It's Job 41 in verse 17. They are joined one to another. They stick together that they cannot be sundered. By his nestings a light doth shine, and his eyes are like the eyelids of the morning. Out of his mouth go burning lamps, and sparks of fire leap out.
So what we just read earlier in Sirach, 38 chapter about creatures that's breathing fire. All right, so Leviathan is able to emit fire out of his mouth. Man.
Yep.
Laser beam eyes.
And they show you when he do that roar, man, everybody gonna hear that.
Hey, remember a couple years ago they had that random fire that was coming up under the ocean, and they didn't know what it was. It looked like lava was coming out of the ocean.
I ain't never seen that.
Yeah, it was like a couple years ago, man. It made the news and everything. It was like a big ass ring of fire, and it looked like fire was coming out of the ocean.
Matter of fact, you remember that picture? Where it was like, it was showing the ocean and it had like the sunset and like way back, like in the water, it had that it looked like a dinosaur that was standing up in the sun. I'll show it to you.
They tried to say after the remember the oil rig thing, to where they Esau pretty much like busted some pipes. They tried to say it was that.
Yeah, that's what it was. They tried to say it was that. Yep, that's exactly what it was.
Back to his scales. His scales are armor plated. I mean, they like armor plated scales. They're not gonna penetrate it, man. Probably harder than titanium. Shoot a bomb or missile, just gonna slow, make a little dust, make a little, a black spot, and that's it.
Job 41 and verse 20. Out of his nostrils goeth smoke, as out of a seething pot or cauldron. His breath kindleth coals, and a flame goeth out of his mouth. In his neck remaineth strength, and sorrow is turned into joy before him. The flakes of his flesh are joined together. They are firm in themselves. They cannot be moved. His heart is as firm as a stone, yea, as hard as a piece of the nether millstone. Right, so just speaking about the magnitude of this creature, man.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, so it's showing you that these elites know that this what we're reading about is real, man. This ain't folklore or no fucking science fiction shit, man.
God-like creatures, man. And the Lord, man, get that creatures created for vengeance, spirits created for
Yeah, we'll bring it back out. We brought
Oh,
it
y'all
out.
brought that up? Oh, okay.
But at the same time, it just showed you this modern system has desensitized you people, man.
Yeah, they mystified everything,
yeah,
man. Because if you can't see it on your average every day, then it's not real to these people out
Yeah,
here.
you dumb down, man.
Everything's controlled.
Because think about it. That happened with the so-called UFOs.
Yep.
Now that's common knowledge.
Exactly.
Yeah, because when you look, because all the ancient pictures of the Israelites, you see the chariots.
Not even
man.
just with the Israelites, ancient pictures.
Ancient
period.
pictures, Moab,
Mona Lisa and
Yep.
all that, and show you that in the background.
Cave drones.
in
Cave drones, yeah.
in what was it? Egypt, they
Egypt,
had it all.
and also too, like you say, Egypt and the cave drawings, they had the dinosaurs and shit in that too.
Yep.
The Syrians too. They have
Syrians,
When the
yep.
Egyptian was playing the sun, with wings on it, their problem was a chariot.
Yeah.
A disc that was flying. They couldn't display it, so they put a damn big, a red sun with wings on it.
Right.
A flying beam of light.
Yeah.
Wasn't the Most High didn't visit the Egyptians back then?
Yeah.
They visit, looking over the children. of
He
Israel.
said my wings.
You got it, bro.
Sirach 39 to verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of their destruction, they pour out their force. and appease the wrath of him that made them.
Keep going.
Fire and hell and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to
There
destruction.
you go. Teeth of wild beasts, serpents. Man, the Lord got all types of creatures and how you say the word mythological to the world.
Yeah.
All right, but it's real.
So-called, they call them cryptids.
Yeah.
You know,
So
because
release that.
we mentioned Bigfoot earlier. That, like I said, that's an actual creature that is real.
Yeah.
You know, but the Lord has them hidden because, like I said, it's no way that these stories, if they're fake, have withstood the test of time. Where it's generations of people that have passed down these stories. Because, like, you know, like I mentioned, Gad, a lot of them talk about that. All right, people are still to this day seeing it. When the brother did the video, one of the brothers on his comment board said they actually saw that shit, man. They said when he saw it, it scared the shit out of him.
Yeah, they, like I was telling bro, I said, like Esau having the movies where it be certain trees that be moving and fighting and stuff. That's real, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of that stuff.
The trees, they living just like we are, man.
Yeah, that's weird, yeah.
More so when they not got all that barren outside, all that bullshit on, when they actually can live, man, and breathe. Trees be moving, man.
Right.
They also have sightings of like bat-like creatures, you know, on bridges and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Flying in the middle of the night, you know, they black
man,
with
they
red
caught,
eyes.
Man,
can't
they
see.
caught that one. That lady caught that one bat. That's probably bigger than ICR. Had it tied up in the garage.
Oh yeah,
But-
that's in that was in Australia.
Yeah, that shit.
It's I forgot the title. It's like a brown bat or something like that. But it's like about Ashiar size.
Them motherfuckers big as shit.
I seen that photo too.
Wait
Talking about the bat?
Yeah, wait till
yeah.
wait till the Lord put the spirit on them to eat meat.
They got man.
Yeah, because all animals, that's what
Snap
you
the child
said,
in a minute.
all animals have the ability to eat meat. Because it's been, because we talked about it before, you have like deer, there was a deer eating a snake. Remember the video you did with squirrels eating meat?
Yeah, squirrels.
So them animals, they're going to be turned against the people.
Yeah.
Whole Job 5.
Yeah.
We gonna, cause that's why I said you're gonna have the spirit of the Lord to be able to sustain that day, man. Cause when we say all hell's about to break loose, man, we mean that. To where if you don't have the Lord to protect you, you are an open game for whatever judgment the Lord has for you, man.
Right. Scriptures talk about the birds.
Oh yeah, he
Birds are
promised them a
feast.
feast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, whole Amos, man shall run from a lion and meet a bear. Hold that one too, but get whatever we have.
Hey, this brother right here said, Fear Yahweh, 7628. He said, movie Cabin in the Woods shows Esau knows all these
Spirit.
creatures exist.
I said that because in that movie they show you Bigfoot, they show you the werewolf, and show you all these different shit, the chupacabra,
Different demons.
the different demons, and what the brother said earlier about them doing the CRISPR and splicing genes and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
They were showing you all
Newly
type of
created,
stuff.
yeah.
So that's the spirit at the water, brother. 'Cause I said that earlier.
That's heavy.
If y'all don't know, you can look it up on YouTube. That scene, type in cabin in the woods, and it should show you the scene where the people unleashed all them animals. They just go and start killing everything, man.
They had zombies.
Yeah, spirit. They had the ghost that was going and possessing people, making them explode and shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You want to start at the top of that, Joe?
Oh, you get 2 points. Job is like from 17 or 19 down to where it said that.
The beast should be at peace
Yeah,
or something like
that
that.
one.
It's Job like 5 and like 22, 20, 21.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
So Job 5 and I start at 21. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue.
Nah, go up, start at 17.
Behold, happy is the man whom the Most High corrected. Therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. For he maketh sore and bindeth up. He woundeth and his hands are make whole.
Right, because hey, the shit that we're going through right now, man, it's gonna all work itself out in the end, and that's why at the end of the day, you can't allow, that hell to overtake what the promise is, man. Hey, we're suffering for the better good, man. So hey, it's best that you take the chastisement now. All right, go through that fire now, because if you want to wait till the time of judgment to start getting right, then you're gonna die out here, man. Go ahead.
Job 5 and 18. For he maketh sore and bindeth up. He woundeth and his hands make whole. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee.
Right, and the 7 troubles represent that perfect protection from all hell that's going to break loose, man. Because as we've been going into the past, however long we've been talking about this, it's about to get hella spooky out here, man. All right, your mind is going to break because of the shit you gonna see out here if you ain't right in the right spirit, man.
Right, scriptures say that their knees shall be weak as water, man.
Yeah.
You know, going into that great fear.
And niggas ain't gonna want to leave the house.
We always say this, you know, but reality is stranger than fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't really know the fear of the Lord. They don't really know the power of Yahweh Shem
Oh
Shai.
man, the scriptures don't call Yahweh Shem Shai terrible for no reason, man. The King of Terrors, man. The Lord knows how to get you to where you never thought that you would have to see.
Hey, when you read up in this Job 5, it says, where's it at? It says in verse 9, which doeth great things and unsearchable marvelous things without number.
Woo.
You know, so that shows you or gives you an idea of how much we don't know, man. You know? Job 5 and verse 19.
And it's all going to be revealed in this time, too.
Yeah, you gonna see that we wasn't the crazy one, man.
Right, because when the Lord brings the end of this world, he going all out. He going to unleash. Hell, he's already unleashing spirits, all types of stuff, man. So it's going to get crazy before this thing ends.
And the spirit, you said that, which backs you up, because Daniel 12 says it's going to be a time like no other.
No other, man. Because people are not going to expect these things to happen.
Nope.
You got it out.
Job 5 and verse 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh.
That's right.
At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth.
Yeah, and that just goes to show you the type of spirit that's going to be on the elect in that day. So it says that you're going to laugh. All right, and we're going to be laughing at these people getting fucked up out here, man.
Hell yeah. Getting their legs ripped off, eating. You know how them beasts do.
Yeah, a lot of animals, like for example, a bear. I think it's like the black bear.
Man,
A black bear will eat you, and to the point where it doesn't kill you. It'll just eat you.
Right.
So you'll be alive getting mauled, and then they'll leave you, and maybe leave you for a few minutes and come back.
Maybe
And
just leaves.
yeah, and they'll come back and eat you. So you're in suffering, thinking it's over with, and then they're gonna come back and start feasting on you again, like in the Revenant.
that's all I'm thinking about.
Maybe to keep you fresh.
That's terrible.
That's judgment. Because at that point, you're gonna be asking the Lord just to kill you, just take your spirit, and He gonna leave you to just suffer some more, man.
Death by pain.
Woo! Go ahead. There's more on that?
What was Amos?
No, it's a little bit more.
Job 5 and verse 23. For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field,
Yep.
and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee.
Right, because we're gonna, Lord, when the world of the elect, the Lord is gonna make us tap back in with the earth to where everything's gonna be in our favor. You know, that's what's gonna allow, you know, things like what happened with Elijah, where the animals was benefiting him, was bringing them food, they're protecting them. You know, it could be a situation to where, hey, you and your family have to hide somewhere, and there's a fucking mountain lion or something out there, and instead of it attacking you, it protects you, and it attacks anybody that comes towards you, man.
Or an eagle can fly down and drop a fish right at your feet.
Right.
For you and your family, anything.
You know, I was watching a little bit of that Walking Dead series, and one of the latter seasons, you know, it shows Jake with a tiger. You know, so hey, you might see Bloods out here with animals, you know,
I always
walking
thought of
around.
that, bro.
Who gonna maintain them animals in the zoo when this shit hit the fan?
Oh, they gonna get loose. Hey, they gonna get loose and be roaming.
You know how many zoos is around America?
Shit, what's that
You know?
scripture? And I think it's in 2nd Ezra where it said that the creatures shall change their place, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. But that's what you said, because these animals gonna get loose, man.
I always thought of that. Like when it be them shit, not just them big ass dog, all types of animals.
Yeah, nigga worried about a pit bull, bro. You got a polar bear. And there's things like that with a polar bear, bro. A polar bear could be hunting you for days and you don't know. And the only time you see it when it's about to eat you, man.
Right, smell you from miles.
Yeah, like there was a show on Animal Planet used to come on when animals attack. And this woman was living in Antarctica and she was leaving the party and got mauled by a polar bear. She didn't know that shit was hunting her.
And that's for those people up in Alaska and Canada.
Right.
They say black bears and grizzly bears, they will attack people, but like what you mentioned with the polar bear, they actively pursue humans like as
Yeah.
prey.
Right.
Yeah, because a polar bear can smell you from blocks away. It has one of the most keen senses of smell. As well as they've reported that they said that is panthers, jaguars, you know, these big cats. That's you know, in these cities and countries, states. You know, animals that you never thought that you only see in safaris and shit. That's actually here. That's not in zoos, man. That's in the wild right now. That you never thought you would see. Go ahead.
Kind of Amos chapter 5 and verse 18, and it says, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord."
Yep.
To what end is it for you?
Yeah, what end is it for you if you haven't been serving the Lord like you were commanded to, man? All right, all that God, you know, I love God. God knows my heart and all that. That's not going to benefit you in that day if you didn't do the will of the Lord.
That's gonna lead your ass getting
Because all of us have the opportunity and liberty to serve the Lord. All right, and you got the majority of our people that are forsaken. All right, they're using their liberty for the occasion of the flesh. Go ahead.
The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him.
Right, so it says that read it again, it said the darkness and light apart.
Amos 5 and 18, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light."
It's darkness and not light, because you're not going to have no answers for what's going on.
Right.
All right, you're going to be wondering how to get out of those situations and why these things are happening. Why everybody around me is dying? Why am I suffering? Why is going to be the most intense question in that day? And you're not going to have no answer. Until the time when the Lord's about to call your spirit back, and then he's going to put that in your spirit that you have the opportunity to repent and you didn't.
You're gonna be in a state of confusion.
Yeah. Go ahead.
As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him.
Right, showing you're not going to be able to evade judgment in that time, man. Because when the Lord fully shuts the doors of repentance and begins to open up the judgment upon the world, that's it. If you're not slated to be one of the Lord's elect, all right, your death is imminent. No matter how, you're going to be wanting to beg the Lord just to get it over with when you're in that moment, man. The Lord's going to preserve you, man. To what 5 minutes can make feel like days, man. You know, like I made mention with the bear incident. You know, hey, you can be tortured, you know, for feel like an eternity, man. It'll only be like 2 minutes, man. You know, before the Lord calls your spirit back, man. So that being mentioned, this is why the fear of the Lord is a must. That's why we quoted Isaiah 33:6 earlier. The fear of the Lord is our treasure, because we understand, all right, why the Lord is to be feared. We understand the importance of repentance, because we don't want no parts in the judgment that we're going into, man. We want to be covered in that day, man. All right.
I had this report, you know, 'cause I looked at this earlier. I mean, not earlier, but years back.
Step up.
But it says reports of a giant black panther in North Carolina are widespread in folklore, and local sightings describing a large, long-tailed, jet-black feline, often linked to the myth of the beast of Bladdenboro or Cherokee Devil. Despite numerous eyewitness accounts of creatures the size of bears, the NC Wildlife Resource Commission states that there is no scientific evidence or breeding population of black panthers in North America.
Which he's gonna always put that disclaimer out there, but he don't fucking know. Or if he do know, he's not telling you, because it's even just going back to like early North American times, man. It's creatures that Esau said went extinct that the Lord's gonna bring back. Like, for example, it's a bear called the short-faced bear, which they say the Kodiak bear is the tallest bear, but it's actually the short-faced bear is what they said. If you look it up, pull it up on the screen. They have a statue of that. That shit is huge, bro. They had to where the bear and the man, it was like a huge size discrepancy. But they said that the short-faced bear went extinct when North America began to be populated. But that's not true, man. You know, but the creatures that Esau said, yeah, you're gonna see shit like this popping back up, man.
That's bigger than the polar bear.
This is huge, man. You know, animals they said went extinct. You gonna see pop up, man.
And even before they started building all these cities, man, the wildlife was, you know, running the earth, man.
Yeah.
You know, so as they chased them all off, you look at places like California, there's a bear on the flag for a reason, because that whole area was full of brown bears, man.
Yeah.
You know, so they killed all the bears so people could live there without being mauled to death, man.
Yeah.
So now we're about to start seeing as society shuts down, the animals are going to start to take over these domains again.
Yeah, because hey, Esau is gonna be one of the main people
Jeremiah
getting
15.
fucked up, you know.
15.
But also 2/3 too, man. But mainly Esau. The Lord is really gonna allow the animals to get back on Esau, man.
It's a chase road.
You forgot about the wolves.
Man.
Yeah, they had that video of that
Yeah, it was out there
that-
running with the wolves.
it was a dire wolf. They had, the dude had the dog was
something
barking
that
at
was
him,
huge.
and that motherfucker stood up. It was about half the size of the tree, man.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
So 2nd Ezra chapter 5 and verse 8,
With no
it
parts.
says, there shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and mistress women shall bring forth monsters. And ultimately, you know, we're in a time of the end to where, you know, the Lord is essentially, you know, dispatching the animals to, you know, enact judgment. You know, you got the, a couple months ago, they got the they call it an invasive species of wild boar, you know.
Oh yeah. Yo, I saw that video I sent y'all. But they had like it was like an army of them boys. They was coming. They had to shoot them down with machine guns. I think I sent that on Instagram. If not, I sent it again. But that shit was crazy. But just showing you, like we're going into, man, judgment. The judgment is going to be so bad out here to where you're going to want death, but not going to be able to find it. Because now is the time where the Lord is going to get with you for your rebelliousness, man. Yeah. So whatever brother got or not, you good. You got something?
Yeah, let me get this. It's Jeremiah chapter 15 and verse 2. It says, and it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? When thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity. And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and to destroy.
Yeah, so that's the different judgment the Lord has set for the people. And one of those judgments is the animals. When animals attack, that's going to be people's judgment, man. Instead of being mauled, y'all going to be eaten and killed because the Lord promised the beast to get back too, man. You know, so retribution is not only for us, but for the earth itself, man. So anybody else anything else? So, hey, so with that, Lord willing, man, this lesson was edifying. So we're going to turn to the east and give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect. Until next time, we say shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.